morning, everybody. MycoAlan here. We are getting going, so once people start rolling in, we'll start having a little chat. But, morning. Start rolling in. We'll have a special guest today will be Myco. He'll be in about 10 minutes or so. So okay. So let's see. Okay, we got a couple people. Jessica, good morning. How are you? How's it going out there? And I believe you're in what, Vegas? Or yeah, somewhere out that way. Anyways, just waiting for some people to come in. Hey, Jam Boy. Good morning. Cool. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? One them, yeah. You're out there somewhere in the desert. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to get these things ready for staging. Anyways, so let's see. We got Jessica. I got 5, 6 people, 7 people, but I only see a few people in the chat. Say hi, everybody. Welcome to MycoAlan Sunday Brunch, where we talk about mushrooms and cool things like that. I got a few things to show you today. We're going to have a discussion with Wayne Myco. Everybody can probably hear me. Jessica, you already said something, so sounds good. Good morning, Nerdy. You're in Wyoming? Cool. I thought you were in Colorado or somewhere, Tennessee or something. Anyways, well, welcome. Good to see you. I saw that posting you had, Nerdy, or the Colorado Mycology League had. They're going to have a meetup on November 16th, I believe. Check that out, guys, if you're interested, if you're in the Colorado area. Colorado Myco League, they're doing great things for a lot of people, trying to get some new growers starting and information and education to people, and Nerdy is a big part of that, so check him out. Good morning, Minnie. Nice to see you. Minnie was one of our runner-up winners in the raffle for the Flow filter unit, so our fan filter unit. So she got a bunch of genetics, and I hope she enjoys them. You're just there for the day. That's cool. That's always good. So, yeah, let's see. I got a couple things to show you guys. Some cool new these are kind of cool. This is my new thing. I made up some let me get a good one to show you. Actually, they're all good. So I went online, of course, looking for stuff to grow in, because I like to grow in different size things, and I got a new tent going, so this is going to work out great. What I found is these little 5x6 aluminum trays. Now, I know they're aluminum. The mycelium can eat aluminum. That's great. I'll just put another one on the bottom if it starts eating through. But they got a cute little lid. Okay, so what you do is you can put small jars. You can put like 2 or 3 different cultures in each one. So you can take 1 jar of grain and make 3 or 4 of these if you want. So I made up a test batch of 6 of them. And what I did is I put the substrate in a Ziploc bag with well, actually, I measured out the substrate in one of these things first, so I knew how much to use. So I filled this with substrate, poured it into a Ziploc bag, poured in my grain spawn. Actually, I did it for 2 of them. And then I put it in, packed it down, and then put a little pseudo casing layer on. And so I did these on October 21st. And as you can see, they're already colonizing beautifully. If you can see, that's all nice mycelium coming up through the pseudo casing. And then we got another one here. This one's my Cosmic Ghost. This one's coming up nice. Boom. Looking like fire. So anyways, once these are fully colonized, in the new grow tent, I'm going to have it relative humidity is going to be set. let's rephrase that, because I'm a freaking idiot. So the relative humidity is going to be at 85 to 95% at all times. It's going to have the perfect temperature. Oh, by the way, the reason I have a new grow tent coming is because Gorilla Tents had a contest last couple weeks ago. And what it was is tag as many people as you want in their thing, follow, like, subscribe, share, and all that shit on Instagram. So what I did is a bunch of you guys actually, I tag a lot of you guys. Now, I know you guys, some of you get sick of me tagging you for giveaways, but there's a reason I do it. You get free shit. So anyways, why not get free shit? So I tagged a bunch of people. I probably tagged Nerdy, Jessica, Kat from our other group, everybody, Kim, Mike, all those people. Well, the other day, Gorilla Grow Tents reached out to me and said, "Congratulations, MycoAlan, you won the 2 by 2.5 foot grow tent. It's like 6 feet tall. Beautiful grow tent. They're the highest quality you can imagine. The zippers are beautiful. Everything is thick and firm." And they said, "And also the person you tagged won one." And that was MVP. Congratulations, Mike. I've already talked to him, and he's already talked to Gorilla. Stephanie over at Gorilla was reaching out to me, and she couldn't get a hold. We got a hold of everybody. So I'm going to be getting one. MVP, Mike's going to be getting one. And we're going to have nice new grow tents to play with. They're for cannabis, but you can use them for anything. They're a sealed tent. They got a nice tray at the bottom, beautiful construction. I'll be showing everybody when I get it. But that's why I tag you guys, because you can win cool stuff like a grow tent. Why not? I got some other stuff. So when you see a tag, check it out, because sometimes you have to actually go in and tag a couple people. But I was surprised a lot of people have fake accounts they tag with. I don't do that. I use real accounts. I tag real people. And Stephanie reached out to me from Gorilla and said, I tried reaching out to them and they didn't answer. Were they a real account? And I had to think about it for a minute, because yeah, that would be kind of fucked up, putting a bunch of fake accounts on there. And then if your fake account friend wins, how do you, I guess you could go on and give a fake address, but if they're the same address, that would look kind of silly. So anyways, that's what happened with the new grow tents I got coming. So I'm going to be basically laying these out side by side in the grow tent with Diaper Tech Shroom Wow pads on the bottom. And we're going to grow in a bunch of these little things. I say I should be able to get the same amount I get from my little bags. Oh, man, they look beautiful. There's nice little ropies. You can't really see in there. I don't know what the cover. But the ropes are coming up through. These are going to grow nice, I believe. Anyways, that's my new little project. When you first make them, I dropped this one on the ground, so it got all shook up the other day. But when you first make them, they're just brown like this, just the cocoa core on top. So I had to repack this one, so it's a start over. But that's not bad growth for 6 or 7 days. And now this is the fun part, guys. I get to do a little show and tell. Okay, this, I don't know if you guys remember, I was doing a caramel popcorn grow and had that little tiny fruit growing on the cake. Well, it grew up. Look at this sucker. That coral is. I know the quality's not 100% on this camera, but as you can see, look at that. And there's another one starting over here. This whole cake is open, so the whole sides can colonize. There's a nice cake. Got another one starting right here. Look at how beautiful that coral is. It's still nice and firm. It's hard. It's a little bit on the thinner stuff. You can move it, but it's still firm, hard as a rock. Beautiful. Caramel popcorn, guys. If you're ever interested in that, I can get it to you. Just give me a holler. We can figure something out. Do a trade or something. I don't sell it, but I can give it away if you want to buy something else or whatever. Some other genetics. Now, this is my first official cross. I already harvested it all, but I left my prime big fruit to show you guys. This is Stormtrooper crossed with Anubis. And I got a definite cross, because look at the size of that sucker right there. Hard to see. This sucker is beautiful. The gills, cap. Oh, it's got to be coming up soon. It's still a little firmer on the bottom. But there's a couple different phenos in here from the different buller effects. There's some longer, skinnier ones like a real Stormtrooper. But this big sucker makes no sense. It's got to be a 40-gram fruit for a Stormtrooper. That's huge. But, so anyways, I can't wait till the next F generation. I got some spores going. And I did the other day I did a spawn jar in a still air box tidal wave umbo that I made. It was a tidal wave with a nice big umbo on the top. I did that for a couple of people in the IG group. And I just did a shake the other day, and it's already starting to colonize back. This was the same jar that I did in the still air box. No contamination, just growing nicely. I shook it because it was all getting thick and white around the agar chunk. But yeah, it's still good. There's the agar. Yeah. Break it up a little bit more. Anyways, that's looking good. The other thing was my Yeti LC is colonizing rice nicely. Nice and fluffy. I've been using unmodified lids, and I did find out you have to crack them, or else there's no gas exchange. So, but yeah. So, anyways, that's just a little few things I got going. Let's bring Wayne in here, and let me check the comments first, see if we have any questions before we get started with that. And I'll say hi to everybody. Let's see. Hi, Joe. I gotta go back. I got you in 1 second, Wayne. I'll be with you. Broke Roll Tech Club free stuff. Hell yeah. Joe. What's up, Joe? What's up, Nerdy? What's up, Mike? Christopher, Mike. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna work that big one, Nerdy. I'm gonna take that one. That's why I haven't picked it yet, because I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna clone it. I already got swabs from that one, but I'm gonna clone that one, and I'm gonna work the next generation out, because that big one will be really cool if it gets a little bit longer and then flips over like a Stormtrooper, but with a big, thick 2-inch. I mean, there's probably other mushrooms that look like that, but this one's mine. Okay. So, anyways, we got down to the bottom here. Let's see. There's no seal on those, Nerdy. Those are solid one-piece lids. I usually drill a hole in them, but I'm having issues with some stuff. Anyways, that's just the way it is. But so, anyways, I crack them in front of the flow hood, let them air for a little while, and then they get nice and. Wayne, what's up? I got you on the stage now. Welcome, everyone. Wayne. Yeah, I hear you.
Are we live?
We are live.
All right, man. What's going on, my brother?
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm just taking care of some shit in the lab that I should have done earlier, but didn't get around to it. Figured this would be a good opportunity for y'all to ask any questions or anything about why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm doing it.
Well, maybe you could give us a little introduction about what you're about. And
yeah.
Everybody know.
I mean, I'm sure some of the people out there know who I am. Wayne Myco, solid motherfucker. Yeah, I've been cultivating on and off since the 90s, but really kicked it into high gear right around COVID. I had a back injury, and I broke my back and my neck, and I wasn't able to really get around. So I decided that this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life, and I happen to love it. I love the community. There's some real people that I get to share my thoughts with and bounce ideas off of, and I've been fortunate enough to really meet some solid people in this community, man. I know there's a lot of fucking garbage ass scumbags out there, man, but that's anywhere and everywhere you go these days. So I'm fortunate to have a good team behind my back, man.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just making some agar real quick. Actually, gelling gum. I'm making some water gelling gum, some low nutrient gelling gum, some medium nutrient gelling gum, and some medium nutrient with some yeast in it. Just I usually do different colors for their purpose or whatever.
Yeah, I found I have an issue because some of the nutrients in the clear plates, you see the nutrients like the potato flakes or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's I try to. That's why I do some without the yeast and some with the yeast.
Yeah. My new recipe.
Ed says he's having real good results with the water gelling gum, getting the spores to germinate, and so I'm about to check that out.
Yeah, I was having an issue with spores germinating because my agar was too dry. And I'm thinking that I need to moisten it up.
Well, yeah, that is definitely a problem sometimes, but there's something called oh man, Ed knows what it is. It starts with O. It's like osmology. It has to do with how the spores are hydrophobic,
osmotic pressure,
and sometimes the higher nutrient plates kind of exacerbate the problem. So you would think that the spores would germinate better on a higher nutrient plate, but that is not the case.
Yeah.
So,
well, I just made some last night. They are 2%. But I'm using sorghum syrup instead of.
Yeah.
I heard
I haven't gotten around to trying that. I mean, just because when I see it on sale, I'll get it.
Yeah, I got a bottle of it. It was pretty. It wasn't cheap. I mean, it was like $20 or $10.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I definitely. It's not the cheapest, but
But I made about.
I know Humble Brews uses that stuff as well as well. I think Geeky uses it as well, and you know, they
A lot of people use
Humble
it.
Brews has got some fire ass media, man.
Like King Sorg stuff. Is that the stuff?
Yeah, I believe he uses that in his
Tree Digs Mycology.
Yeah.
There, he makes some sorghum agar mix as well. So where I got the idea from there a while back. I just never bought the sorghum syrup because it was just you only use so little of it. Why buy a gallon of freaking syrup to use?
Oh, I know, right?
I mean,
yeah, I've been waiting on the right deal.
Yeah, I'm also waiting to find someone or whatever that wants to split a thing of Peptone because I just can't spend 25.
I'll send you some Peptone.
Oh yeah, if we ever do a pack or something.
Yeah, because I got something I rarely like. I don't ever use it in LC, but every now and then I'll use it in like a plate in a agar recipe.
To test it, try to see how it works, and I can't spend $25 to do one.
Nah, hey, look, I got some right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send. Look, because we're gonna talk later on this week, and I'll send you a few things, and I'll send you because you just need a little bit. Jesus, it's kind of like yeast. You just need a touch. So
yeah, that's it. There's such a small amount. Yeah, nerdy. One of the comments, nerdy was saying, yeah, sorghum syrup. It's like pancake syrup, but made from sorghum, I guess.
Yeah, it's it comes from Milo, right? Milo and sorghum are the same thing, I believe.
Milo. Yeah, they take the stalks from the Milo. It's not from the seeds. It's actually from the stalk of the plant, and it's like sugar cane. That's what they make. Yeah, I research everything I do. I like watch videos on how to make it myself. So if I can, like next year, I'm gonna throw some sorghum seeds in my neighbor's lot just to grow. Why not?
Yeah. Hey, my backyard. Look, because I used to run a lot of wild bird seed, right? Yep. Last year. So my backyard, right? So I used to rinse the fucking floaters off the top and skim the seeds off the top, and I just sling them in the backyard. You know, man, my backyard this year was like 4 foot tall. I'll have to send you a picture. Actually, if you look on Mycoholics Anonymous, back in like probably June, you'll see a picture of my backyard. It's just full of millet and I got and it's like it's going up into the front yard, into the neighbor's yard. I'm waiting for it to cross the street.
Well, I got a neighbor. I'm on a lake, so it's like there's like a big hill in the back of my house. I'm down by the water, but there's houses. And they have like a big field next to our house. It's maybe 50 by 50, and it's just wild grass. I'm gonna throw a bunch of freaking plant seeds like over there, like for millet, for sorghum, and then collect it if it makes a nice bunch of seeds and try making some fresh grain. Why not?
Right.
I like playing with that crap.
No, that sounds like a plan, man. At least you know it'd be clean.
Yeah, I know where it came from. And I also have crazy thoughts. Like, what would happen if you took the ear of corn off the stalk and tried to germinate on it? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, those are stupid thoughts I have. But yeah, that's cool if you. Okay. Hello, happy. Nice to see you.
I saw that stormtrooper that you had. I love when you get those nice flushes off them little tiny cakes, man.
Yeah, that was actually a 6-quart shoebox. I had another couple stormtrooper cake that grew, but
yeah, like I said, I might harvest something before the end of the video. I'll show you how much I got off this little ass cake.
Cool.
It was super. It was very, very. It was a very, very efficient fucking grow.
Yeah, I take like 1 ounce of grain and substrate, and I end up with probably off each floor probably about 100 grams, which isn't bad off 1 pound block. I mean, it's just a little tiny thing. But I can't wait to try these new trays I got. They're little tiny like 1 pound trays for baking and stuff. So.
Right.
But yeah, they're kind of cool because I won that grow tent from Gorilla. in one of their giveaways. So I won a 2x2.5 foot grow tent. I'm just gonna fill it up. It's like a Martha tent basically, but I got to put shelves in it. So I'm gonna put that into my new fruiting chamber. So,
Yo, that's sweet, bro. I didn't know that you won that till you just now. That's awesome, man. They last forever, dude.
yeah, the Gorilla's got some high quality stuff.
Yeah. I got AC Infinity and a Vivio Sun, and they're all right. I like AC Infinity a lot, but my gourmet tent is really some garbage. But I don't plan on being here but another year and a half, so I'm just like I'm gonna rock it out and just like leave it here, or just I'll have someone that I fuck with close by. They can have it.
Yeah, I got plans next year to make something interesting. It might work out. In my area, there's a lot of people that give away fifth wheel trailers and stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm on Marketplace every day.
Yeah,
You know, like I hit 3 yard sales a month. You know,
I'm
like
recycling on purpose.
yeah.
Awesome. But
You know, I don't ever want to have to spend more money than I got to, bro. There's already so many expenses with this.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm not working, so it's like every month at least $50 worth of just supplies, just to grain. I'm saying bare minimum.
Yeah.
You get a couple bricks of cocoa, you get some vermiculite, and you're at $50 within the first day of the month. I mean, so
I'll tell you what's killing me is because I do gourmets as well.
Yeah.
Is the fucking soy holes, man.
Yeah, those are.
I can't listen because I can't get it. There's only one place that's low. It's not even local. They're an hour and a half away, and they're like $5 cheaper than Mushroom Media, but the quality isn't as good. So I'm stuck with Mushroom Media, which they have a good product, but I wish it was cheaper, and I wish they always had it. See, 30% of the time they're out of the goddamn shit.
Yeah. See, I have no place local to buy grains except for.
Yeah, well, I get I run popcorn, I run millet, for the most part. I usually do popcorn for my actives and millet for my gourmets, but I do millet for my actives as well, and I get some really clean white millet. I mean it's perfect, man. It's so clean. It's as clean as a popcorn. But
I got some.
I actually
really nice.
I did a damn I did a feed corn run a couple weeks ago, just to try it out because I can get it for like $13, $50. So I'm letting it sit. It's been almost 3 weeks. I've been letting it sit, just to see if anything pops up in it. I use these little bowl covers like for all my LCs and grains and shit. It's just, dude, you can get these on Temu. They're like a half a cent.
Yep.
Started ordering. And it's beautiful. I ain't got to worry about no dust on it. I pull it off. I just give it a little wipe, and I just feel better about things when they're covered up. All right.
Just so everybody knows, I'm not ignoring the comments. I just can't do everything because.
I definitely, I can't see the comments. I'm on the phone right now. Well, I guess I could. No, I can't even see them. So,
but I do want to say hi. No, you're not being ignored. I just can't see the freaking comments and do everything there. I just said hi to everybody.
All right, we're going to do green for the.
Corn is corn. I don't think there'd be a difference between Indian corn, rainbow corn, any kind of corn, as long as it's dried properly and rehydrate it properly.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. That feed corn, that shit soaks up some water. When you think it's hydrated, still.
I was talking to Whitebeard on one of his channels, and he did the drippy corn that I looked at. I don't know if he's the original guy to do it, but he's the video I saw that I based my video on, and I followed his tech to the letter. And he was saying that feed corn takes like half the time. If you can.
Well, yeah, he says that once you get up to pressure, go ahead and turn it off. But I let mine cook for about 5 minutes and then I turn it off.
Yeah, the way I do forced hydration.
It seemed because.
Yep.
Yeah, it seemed to have that shit soaks up some water, brother.
Oh yeah, like when I do regular popcorn, I do a 20-minute pressure hydration, and it comes out, perfectly fine. I mean, it's nice and hydrated. It comes out a little darker, but that's fine because then I sterilize it for like 2 hours, 3 hours. But,
Yeah. I think I probably sterilized the popcorn for every bit of 3.5 hours. I set the timer for 3 hours, and then I took my sweet ass time before I even got around to getting to it. So, and I sterilized all my grain in all American autoclave. I only have one, so I do all my grain in it. All my other PCs, I'm getting ready to throw these in the press though.
yeah, I only have one as well.
Let's see.
Well, I had a
All
glow.
right. Yeah. So I'm gonna dump these off in the presser real quick.
No problem. I'll talk. I'll go through comments. But, yeah, nerdy. I got the same thing right behind my house, across the street, about a quarter mile away. They grow cow corn or whatever. Because I always want to go over there and grab a few. I was thinking of just putting a whole ear in a quart jar, just trying to colonize the whole ear at one time. Pick the husk off.
All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to sterilize.
Morning, Bill.
That's all right. I'm gonna.
Yeah, 2050 Nice to see you guys.
That shit already boiling.
Yeah, I saw Ed and Justin yesterday. That was a hell of a podcast. That was long, or a hell of a live. That was nice.
Hell yeah. Every time you get on with Ed, you're gonna be on there for 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Back, Ed said anytime I wanted him on, let him know, and sometimes I just forget. Like my brain's not 100%.
Nah, we're we're all about to start getting together and having videos together and shit. Like I'm really I really like the idea, working side by side with Depraved and Justin and you, and both of us in front of the hood.
Yep.
We both have similar techniques, but we do things differently sometimes, and sometimes that might work for someone else. So while we're working, anybody has any questions, hey, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? Because at this point, we've been doing this long enough. There's a reason we do everything we do.
Yeah.
So
we keep trying things because we want to learn better methods too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, that it doesn't work, but make
FAFO, and when we F up, we can hopefully the next person can learn from us. All right, so all right, that's on the PC. Well, shit. Let me show you. I got this. I had to hook a AC up to get my tent below 60 degrees. Because I really love king oysters, man. King oysters are my shit. Like I personally like to eat them myself. I don't have a whole lot going on in here because I got about 16 lines being blocked to get ready to go in here and some shiitake cultivating, but I gotta show you these kings to see if we can get yeah. I don't know if you can see them. Woo!
There we go. Nice. A little bit.
Yeah, I love king oysters, man.
That's cool.
Like, because with the king oysters, you eat you want a real thick steak.
Yeah.
Really, you want high CO2 levels. I probably have this tent. I probably have it. I probably have too much fresh air going on right now. For real, I should probably turn it down. Got a little. Let's see here. Some lines made about popping right there. That's like the last flush of some blue oysters. That's the last flush on that block. Let's see what we got here. Got some Enokis. Woo! They turn out.
Cool.
The Enoki. I'll take the Enokis and I'll treat them just like noodles. They eat a whole damn meal of mushrooms.
I never liked mushrooms when I was growing up, but I got to start trying some of these new type because they might. I was never a mushroom eater. I like, psilocybin. I don't mind eating mushrooms, but I never had a big thing for mushrooms. I tried mushrooms.
I've always loved them, man. And I mean, like, I could, if if I had to make the choice to be vegan or whatever, it wouldn't hurt my feelings too much. But I'll take those king oysters and slice them about 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick, and I'll wrap bacon around them motherfuckers.
Cool.
Yeah, I really love. I'm gonna write a note now to make sure to give you this. I really love what you did with your basement, man. You know,
Oh, thank
you
you.
got it. A lot of there's so much of this hobby requires a certain amount of improvisation and like there's
Yeah,
not because there's a lot of little things that just aren't built for what we do, you know. So you always happen to improvise and make the best of a bad situation,
yeah.
or you know, and I feel like you made the best out of that situation in the basement. I mean, that is definitely not like
Well, the thing
the
is because my big thing was the moisture. This is a basement
yeah
lake, and I do get standing water in the basement, so I couldn't put anything flat on the ground like a tent because the
right
moisture underneath and just grow mold. And plus, I'm spreading mold everywhere, anyways. But so bringing it up off the ground and everything is the only way I could do it. And it's actually I've had water in the basement already, and there's nothing growing underneath. It's still perfectly clean and dry underneath. But,
no I'm that's glad to hear. No, your lighting, man, your lighting is rad as fuck. That shit is awesome.
yeah,
I love the lighting. I
yeah.
just happen to have I have so many grow lights from
Oh,
when I used to cultivate cannabis um
yeah.
that I just didn't see that.
I actually,
I'm not gonna buy more lights. I'm not gonna waste them. So I got grow lights in here.
yeah, like me,
I
I got a
got
like.
40-foot of grow lights. It's wild.
Oh wow, I know. I got just a regular 4 foot, shop light. That's an LED that works, and I got a little light over my hood. I got another single bar LED top light that I'm putting up this week over by so I can work better. It's not for the plants, it's for me.
Right.
They get that blue rope light I got along the ceiling that just stays on, all day and night.
Yeah, I like that light, man.
Yeah, cool.
I really do.
The camera picked it up funny. I didn't like the way the camera was picking up the reflection off my head.
Oh shit, you can see yourself on TV.
Yeah. Yep. I got myself on like 4 screens in front of me. I got my iPad over here streaming YouTube, and that's mirroring on a TV, so I can read the comments if I have to. And then I got the comments on this one over here. I need a big 50-inch screen up here so I can read the comments, or else I can't see it.
Right.
Nice to see you this morning, Kim. Bill, does anybody have any questions? Let's put QQQ in front of it in the comments so we know, or at least a big
Damn,
Q or something.
I should have fucking said something on Facebook.
I posted a share, but we'll get there. Like I said, I'm happy to have 5 people. I don't care. I don't care if it's 2 people. I'll talk to people.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, we got 17 people. That's good for me. Though I get about a couple hundred views afterwards. So there's a lot of people that do watch this. So even if they don't catch the live, they can still put comments and questions in the comments. And then I answer them afterwards. I do have a thing with answering every comment. I probably one day won't be able to, but for now I do.
So this is my secondary flow hood.
Nice.
Right. It's just a 2x2. But I'm going to tell you something. I have more faith in this guy than I do the one that's professionally made for a lab. This thing's got a filter in it that's 12 inches thick.
Yep.
Like it's metric. It's like 11 3/4 or something like that.
I got one too.
And I got a squirrel cage fan from a air handler in there, and I put a dimmer switch so I can adjust the speed on it.
Yep.
I got a mark where like perfect laminar flow is to work on, but when I'm not using it, I usually crank it up.
Yeah,
and like if I, I'm getting ready to spawn the boat. I don't need to do this, but as long as you're doing it in a clean area, you're fine. But if I have access to it, I might as well use it. So
yeah, it's like me. I do everything in this room now. Like the fruiting over on this side. I can't wait to get it into another tent. But for now, it's just that wall is for fruiting. That wall is for grain. That's where my sterile area is. But in here in general, there's not much air particles. Like I have a particle meter, and it barely goes above 100 at 0.3 micron when everything's turned off in the middle of the room. So that's pretty good.
Right.
Really doesn't matter bigger sizes. But I do have I just got a small Dayton with a 180, 200 PFM skull fan. I'm going to use one of my old, let's see, it's 12 by 11, 11 by 13 inch HEPA filters. I'm going to make a small, basically an air purifier for my tent just to put in the corner. That's going to have, also it's going to have an ozone generator for cleaning the air. So it's going to be kind of cool just to keep the room sterile or clean.
So what I got here is 750 grams of spawn and 3,000 grams of sub, which is a 1-to-4 ratio. So what I did is I went ahead like two days ago. I went ahead and just added to the bag, right, and sealed it back up. And I just broke it up earlier a little bit. So it's already kind of gotten a hold of it. It's already colonized the substrate a little bit.
It's already mixed.
Kind of gives it a head start,
Great idea, yeah.
It's not something I've done in the past on a normal basis, but I didn't have any clean tubs the other day, and I needed to go ahead and spawn them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it in the bag. I don't see no fucking problem with that. So this is Arctic Hare, filial generation 1 from Decade, the Combs Keys, man. I think it's Roger Rabbit and Iceberg.
Yeah, I got a copy of his ape redo spawn or spores, so I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, he's you don't have to worry about getting no contaminated shit from him. He's on point without a doubt.
He's got a bunch of swabs from Ed. I bought a couple off of Sports Swaps. He sent me like 5 extra sets, so I was like, okay, cool. So now I got like 7 more things to try to grow. Pull monos and try to mix them with them for fun. But yeah, I've been taking all my grain spawn and I've been mixing 1 gallon puck bags before I put it in. It's easier to get a nice grain stuff. Hey guys, throw a like up there if you want. But it prevents contamination and it spreads more.
Not that I need to use a sterile blade. It just cuts a whole lot better when it's hot.
Oh, absolutely. I can't. My scalpels don't cut for shit. I don't know. They're not dull, but after I use them once or twice, like why else put them in that glass bead sterilizer thing? Like Ed has put it in there.
Yeah.
Use it. It doesn't rust the blades as bad as alcohol does. Just keep them nice and thick. I think that dulls them up real quick. So the hot plate through plastic is much nicer. I do that when I cut my plate.
All right. So just dumping this in here.
Or do you have a liner in there?
Yeah. This is actually they're litter box liners.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, we got one of those automatic litter boxes. It's got Wi-Fi and shit. It's so crazy. It will tell you which cat took a shit and how much it weighed.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. I agree. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get. I don't have the alerts on my phone, but my wife does. So 50 times it'll alert your phone. There's an app on your phone for it. I swear to fucking God.
Have it on your desk at work and have an audio. Fluffy shit. Hook that up to a freaking person.
Yeah, I use this press, but I use it mostly to get in the corner and just kind of get in there like that. You know what I'm saying? To really, to just get that squeezed in there so that that little, what do they call it? Microclimate. I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. I mean, obviously the cake is going to shrink up, but
if you get your edge, it doesn't do the microclimate. Even on subsequential flushes, it's harder for it to get a hold of the sides because it didn't have that inset on the sides.
But, so when I first these cat liners, but they fit perfect.
Yeah.
And when I first put it in there, I just wrap it up just like this. They put the lid on it. Done. Huh. Already got the filters on it. I'll come back in about 3 days and check it out, and then I'll go ahead and cut it out. This thing's done.
Nice. Very efficient. I like it. I don't use
Yeah,
liners. I try not to use liners. I hate liners, but
CVA. I just got these little labels I print out. This says the cultigen, the sub, the grain, and dates for flushes and when I spawned the bulk.
yeah, that's I have an issue with labeling and organization. I have a real mental block with it. So I
we ended up going to this big discount store 4 or 5 months back. And see, my wife has her own business on her. She has a clothing business, so she uses a lot of labels too. And we ended up getting like a case of like this of like the 1 1/4 inch by 2 1/4 inch tape, the one I just showed you.
Yeah.
These labels, I have so many of them. I mean, I got enough to last me 10 years. So I don't mind using them.
On a case of these blue tape painted white stuff, that's all I use. This, and I have some orange and white stuff. I just write right on it, and I actually got recommended from someone to write a plate. I ordered they're called Sharpie Pro. They're made for marking on oily and wet surfaces. So I'm thinking,
yeah.
ISO writing over, like when you spray your
I'm
plate.
gonna tell you, in my experience, the fine line Sharpie are great, okay, but they got these Avery Industrial marks a lot. They're even better. It's really hard to wipe off. But the only thing is I don't think they make them in the fine line like they do these. Because I like using these. But if anytime I don't have to use a fine line, I like using these because they won't wipe off. You really gotta get at it. You gotta put some muscle behind it.
Good morning. Hey, what's going on? Magic Trailer. Nice to see you, Jay. Yeah, you're good at labeling. I know. I've seen your videos. I'm bad at it. I write what I'm growing and when I did it. When I did the grain.
I have my days, man.
Yeah, but it's
like I have plates over here, right? The only reason I know what they are is because the bottom ones, and they're all subcultures from the bottom one,
Yeah.
So I left them here because I didn't have time. I didn't get around to labeling them.
Now what I do is I take my dry plates before if I know how many of each I'm going to make, I write first, then I open them and sterilize them. Just because if I don't do it first, after I clean them and put them in and knock and everything, then I write on the surface. Half the time the markers stop working because it gets a little bit of wetness or something on there or whatever. But at least on my plates it looks like a story because I write down everything. But on my top,
this one I cannot wait.
Yep.
Yeah, this one right here I cannot wait for this to fruit. So this is squatolinus from I'm sorry. For wardrobe fungi.
Okay.
This is squatolinus. This is no joke. Like there is 2 nanolinuses crossed. So I don't know how, but there are these fucking squats, man. They look like they're like the size of apples, bro.
Oh. Yeah, nanolinuses are usually really.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of them noodly fucking flushes. I'm a squat lover anyhow.
Yeah, I like a fatter because everything I have that's under like a half inch ends up just being a little freaking thin little dry string. I hate it.
Yeah, well, with the gnats, this is the deal with the gnats. If you just running regular gnats, nothing special about them. First flush, that shit is for chocolate bars and capsules. Yep. The second flush, you'll get the bigger fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, the first flush, the first flush is I just get that out the way. I seal it up and I'll make some chocolate bars or something out of them because they're just a stringy little mess. But your second and third flushes, if you go that much, I usually just go for the second flush and I'm good. I just want that. I just want that second flush. Because that's when the larger fruits um pop up. But I'm really excited about the squatalinus.
Yeah.
And I will say it was super aggressive. Like I mean that linus is anyway, but this was above and beyond. So it fucking tore up the grain real quick. Um, I had to break it up. I mean, I was only in here, it's only been in here about 36 hours in this bag, and it was already chunking.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I got some Netherlands that's growing. I got a black cap or a green cap. It came out greenish colored. I got those going for their second flush right now. They're just sitting on the shelf. I got like 20 tubs sitting with different things going. Yeah, no, I know, Jay.
oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta mix this up a little better.
Unless it's sat and dried on a nice
Yeah,
dry.
I mean like there's already chunks. I gotta break them up a little.
Oh yeah, Jess, you got done that, son. That sucks.
Wardrobe fungi, he seems to really have some good I really like what he does because he only has a few things, but what he has is fucking fire, dude. I guess he just focuses on just a few things that, and they're really out there. He has this Genopolis McFly. I
Yep.
don't have it right now, but um it's definitely in the back of my mind, dude. That shit looks like it comes from another planet.
Yeah,
um
stuff. I've heard his name. I've seen him on IG or someplace. I know. I know the name Wardrobe Fungus.
yeah, he was on Geeky probably like 6 weeks ago. I remember because that night is when as soon as I saw that squad of Linus, I went ahead, I bought it while the show was going on.
One growing right now. The old culture I had of Yeti, and what I
Yeah,
did bigger, rejuvenated it from an old plate onto a new plate and then into an LC, and it is the most um, vigorous LC I've ever made. I mean, it's got
yeah,
3 4 days the whole jar.
wow,
I did this
yeah,
rice jar. Now this has been sitting for about a few days, but I spawned this on this one here. I did on the 21st. It's already fully going. This has been sitting around for about 3 or 4 days, ready to go to bulk. It's unbelievable how fast it is.
what's your LC recipe?
2% Caro, or 4% Caro. I'm sorry, 4% Caro. That's it.
Yeah,
Anything else?
yeah, I do 1.5 per
Well, now
I do
that's
1.5%, but this is how I do it.
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
do I do a 0.5% of extra light malt extract. I do 0.5% of turbano sugar, cane sugar,
Yep.
and a 0.5% of K-Ro. So I do 1.5%, and because I kind of like that nutrient profile. I kind of feel like it hits all bases.
This is how clear
Um,
my
okay, this was the squats.
it comes out pretty clear, and then
What is it? The 24th,
27th.
27,
Yeah, 27.
27.
Yeah, 4% of the shelf Caro because you're not actually getting 4% sugar. You're getting probably, if you use the sugar gauge, whatever they use for alcohol, it ends up only being like half sugar.
Sure.
Unless you're using like powdered
Yeah.
sugar. So that's the only way 4% will matter. So I'm probably only around 1 to 2% sugar content. But 4% is just a good starting point for my LC. Sometimes I go a little lower. Yeah, sometimes
I just do the 1.5. As unless there's a reason that I need something quick, fast, in a hurry, and if that is the case, if I need something that quick, I mean I'm not against throwing some Peptone in there. That's what it's for. Is you're you're a gourmet cultivator. you got to knock up a bunch of blocks. You know, you need LC like, you know, by before the end of the weekend. That's what the Peptone's for. Because man, if you get that Peptone, that shit will put a pellicle on top of your shit. You know, within 3 weeks, man. And it has the most horrible fucking odor to it.
That was horrible.
But there's a place for it, man. But as a, you know,
I know.
hobby mycologist and whatnot, there's no reason for the most time for us to have a shitload of LC on deck. And I damn sure don't want no LC from anyone that has Peptone in it. You know, it does serve a purpose, man. I'm not like against it, but I don't run into the situation where I feel like I need it that often.
No, I always wanted to try it just because everybody talks about it, and I only.
Yeah. I'll send you some, man. I got that. You only need a little bit too, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking. Telling you like a 64th of a teaspoon is plenty. Just put a little tiny pinch in, you know.
Yeah, I've when I do add some to plates, you know, I usually put a quarter of a gram, and I think then I was using 500 milliliters. So I guess so I'd be 0.05%. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, Jay. Yeah, I only do a couple flushes. Just me, my grow area, but no, you seal yours in, Jay. So or magic trailer, so you're inside of a bin, so you're not going to get any of the outside issues that a lot of people might get. Let's see, you get flushes easy. I saw that, Jay. I get gnats if I go past 2 or 3 flushes.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about no bugs where I'm at now. The way I got this fucking room sealed in.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not gonna like in the summer. I'm getting ready because over here, that's my pan set up, and here I'm getting ready to run my pans again. And I don't like to do that over the summer because I don't want manure attracting bugs, and they're more prevalent, you know, in the warmer weather. So I'm about to get them fired up again. But I tell you what, I ran some steel mags, and this is a 32, so it was a 54 quart.
Yep.
And I used 30% manure, and I think I got some of the best fucking cubes, and I've grown in a long time. I had the best cube experience of my life on them. That's no fucking joke, and that's saying a lot.
Sure.
I say cube experience. I was literally in the waiting room for 5 hours. I had to keep a toehold in this reality because me and my wife are doing it together, and I like to keep an eye on her.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if I would have let go, I would have been gone. I would have had a breakthrough on mushrooms. No fucking joke. And that that cultivation I got is super fucking strong. I mean it's giving me quarter pound dry off of each flush. So I've done 2 flushes, other half pound, and it's already doing another flush.
We got a quick comment here. Good morning, Ed, by the way. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, Ed's showing up.
Wondering if anyone has tried ground up bugs for meat. Lots of protein. Joking. I don't have enough bugs to grind them up, Ed. I'm sorry. If I have enough bugs to grind them up, I got an issue anyways.
So this right here is just some Sporeworks Pre-E. I basically just want the spores, and I don't mind growing some PE every now and then. I'll put a casing layer on this here in a couple of days, or I might be able to get away with using bubble wrap, but we'll see. I don't hear a whole lot of people talking about that bubble wrap nowadays, man. But I'm telling you,
it gives you a lot of
dude, in a mono tub, you lay that bubble wrap on top. I just think you get I think you always get a fuller flush, man. Always.
I know I tried it a couple times way back, like when I first started, maybe the first few months I started, just because when you first start, you hear every possible.
Right. Yeah, you hear. Yeah, you're trying every tech in the world.
You don't realize everybody's already done it, and then they all the really like good growers stop doing all of it and just do monotubs or shoe boxes, you know. But so you want to do everything when you first start. So yeah, I tried it a couple times, but
Yeah, I really think it gives you a more consistent flush.
yeah, I know one guy on Instagram I was talking to a while back. I apologize to him if he's hearing this, but can't remember his name. He does that in all his grows. He has the small like half-inch size bubbles, and he puts it on everything for like the first 10 or 12 days of his tubs, and he gets perfect flushes every time. Kind of cool. It also depends on the.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to put a casing layer on this now that I think about it. Because I'm not putting a pseudo casing on this because I mix it up in the bag. Sometimes I'll throw I'll save some substrate for a pseudo casing, but I had already mixed this up in the bag, and I got a 1-to-4 ratio.
Yep.
I could take it to 5 by putting a pseudo casing on it, but I'm just gonna put a true casing on it here in about 2 to 3 days. I really like to just get. That's what I do. I like to get up in there and that right in the side. You know.
Don't worry, Joe. Once you figure out everything, you're going to find out that you didn't figure out anything. You got to live off. Cloning is just the start. Cloning's easy. Wait till you start playing with sport.
I'm wondering if my girl Kat is watching.
Katerina talked to me earlier. She said she wanted to not come on, but she wanted to stop by. I don't know if you're in our group on Instagram. We have a group from Princess started, Princess Cubensis.
I'm really the only reason I'm on Instagram is because I'm on Facebook. I've never really gotten into it. Listen, man, before COVID, like I never did any of that shit. Like I did not do social media at all.
Oh, I just started.
Except for like I knew people out on the West Coast like who worked big grows and didn't have access. They'd be off the grid. So the only way I could contact them was through Facebook. So when they hit the Wi-Fi, when they go out, that's the only way I can get a hold of them. That was the only reason I ever used it.
Yes, I had a Facebook account since the early 2000s, but I never used it. And I just started with this mushroom hobby. That's when I got into social media at all. I first made a YouTube channel just because I wanted to be able to have a playlist. And then it just got further. So I'm still new at all this stuff. Good morning, Myco Morningstar.
Myco Morningstar is that a female? I mean, if it isn't, I apologize. I just know someone else by that name.
No, there's no intended rudeness to anybody. You can't tell anything by screen names anymore. I mean, that's
No, I mean, because I know a girl on from Discord that Morningstar's in her name, and she's a real cool chick, and I was wondering if maybe that was her, but so I don't know. All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, we got LSG. We got Lustitia Swamp Ghost here, and that I was really happy with this grain here. I know is nice. Like you send grain sometimes. That it smells fine, looks fine. It just didn't. Maybe it didn't bounce back as fast on your second break and shake. It's I kind of feel like there's always different levels to your sub. Like sometimes you just know that shit is fucking fire,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
like,
why those steel mags that I got going. I decided to use manure with them because that the fucking spawn was so fucking aggressive, and I was like, man, I'm putting manure on that shit.
the Myco morning starts with the mail.
Okay, sorry, I apologize.
Like 5280 is a cool dude, Joe. He's really nice. Start up in the comments. Okay. Anybody has any questions, feel free to type them in. Just put a question mark or a Q in the front of it so we know. But,
Did I say what the fuck was this? Oh yeah, LSG. Yeah, this is LSG from Ed actually.
nice.
I got a few monos of this. I plan to do a few crosses with this.
Ed, if you want to come on, just hit me up. I'll send you a link.
Yeah. So he can give me a hard time.
Actually, got
I
him up.
love you, man. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
Happy Hyphae, he hit me up just as I was about to come on here.
Yep.
He's got a little problem with his ear. He has an ear infection or something. And this is the second time he's had to go to the doctor, so it must be serious. That's just I know that shit's irritating.
There you go, Ed. Want to come on?
All right. Yeah, these cat liner these things are perfect.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw those at Walmart in the pet department when I was getting stuff for my dog, and I was like, maybe that would work.
Man, you know,
Okay, never mind.
you know, when you can't walk past a bin, a tote, a bag, a jar, a rubber band, you know,
Everything.
like without thinking about how can I make my life easier.
Absolutely. My father, when I was growing up, he was in he did HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and every go like Disney. We did a lot of vacations when I was in my 10, 12,
Sure.
15, and we'd go to Disney World, see what the every time we'd go to these places, all he did was look at the duct working, the piping, the plumbing. He was always
yeah, I was in a similar trade when I used to work before I broke my back. I worked side by side with them guys. I was an insulator. I did like boiler rooms,
I've done
you know, duct, you know, pipe. I worked, you know, at shipyards. When I used to live up in New York and Connecticut, I was up with the unions up there. I really hated it, but it was good money, and everybody was always fucked up stuff. It in.
Back in the 70s and 60s, you could be an alcoholic and work a full day, and everybody would have no problem with you having your.
Yeah. I had a real bad drinking problem back then too. Bad.
But they were functioning people. I mean, it wasn't like they were drinking. Well, some.
Well, I definitely had to keep a couple of shooters in my lunchbox. All right. This thing's dirty as fuck. Let's put this over here to get it washed. All right. Let's clean this shit up.
Have you ever used urine to hydrate your grain? I haven't done it. I hadn't even thought about picking on my mushrooms because I eat them, and that wouldn't be cool.
Well, yeah, well, it would be cool if someone else ate them either.
They only use a mushroom. Dog piss?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, you got to watch out. If you have those cat liners, you better not let your cats in your lab. They're gonna jump on your totes, thinking it's a.
Oh yeah, no, they don't come in here.
I don't believe urine would be beneficial because of the pH levels and stuff, and I think it would be way too acidic. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that pH level shit here lately.
Oh, I up my.
Um,
I do. I try to bring it up to around 8 or 9 with a little bit of baking soda.
right.
Bring
Well,
the
I mean, okay, so you know, they do that sterilization with the straw, for them big farms, like for oyster mushrooms,
Yep.
and they bring the pH up to like 12 and a half
12, 13. Yep.
on the straw.
But I believe they
You
rinse it.
know,
They clean it off. I believe.
they just drip dry it from what I understand.
Yeah.
They let it sit. Yeah, but
Might be good. I mean,
that being said, it makes you think a little bit.
I haven't started talking with him, so yeah, that would be yeah, because yeah, that would be basic, right? Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Do I got a 20-quart tub? No, I probably don't need it. I don't know. We'll see. Almost 6-quart tub here. All right. Oh, let me go. Give me 10 seconds. I gotta probably put the weight on that. I'm gonna put the weight on that
Yeah. Right.
PC real quick.
No problem. So let's see, Joe. Yeah, I've been into different trades all my life. I did plumbing. I love doing my copper piping, like 1 inch and 1.5 inch maximum. Um, Sweating, soldering, all that stuff. I love doing threading and piping with black pipe. Um, I've done duct work. I love doing duct work and stuff with sheet metal. That stuff's all fun when you have all the tools. If you don't have the tools and the brakes and all that stuff, it's a little more of a pain in the ass. But if I had a brake, I would easily be making up my own boxes for flow hoods. That would make it beautiful. I can make some beautiful stuff out of some nice sheet metal to make a nice hood. But I don't have a brake or anything, and it's a pain in the ass to do with wooden hammers and stuff. It just looks like crap. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, always fun to learn trades, Joe.
Oh shit. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean maybe Jambo if it's a nitrogen supplement, but I mean if you need a nitrogen supplement, couldn't you get that type of wheat grain? I don't know. I don't know enough about the supplements and stuff. So. Yeah, Joe, that's I'm back into you get a map gas torch and you roll a 50-50 and you go at it. Right. And then I'd have to use oxygen supplement, silver shadow, or bigger stuff, 2 and 3 inch stuff for high pressure when you're using an air conditioning. I didn't do a lot of that. My father did most of the high pressure stuff, but I knew how it was done.
Ah,
Yeah. Cool.
off that little tiny cake.
Oh yeah. Cool. What is that again?
Tattoo.
Yeah, something Enigma type mutant, right, or whatever.
Yeah. It was
But I know
it was a blob that off the tat that tat threw off. Look at that one fucking piece, man. Look at that.
that's a nice one. Maybe you get a second
Yeah.
one. Flip the cake over, see what happens. That's what I do. Flip them over and see if the bottom grows.
Hey, you know something? I've never done. I usually just run mutants once, get the one flush, and say fuck it. You know something? I'm gonna FAFO. This motherfucker did so fucking well.
Yeah.
That tell
Nice.
you what. Yeah, shit. Fuck this shit. Matter of fact,
Water.
I got the still water right here.
There you go. There you go, people. Anybody looking to learn how to hydrate, you just learned.
There you go.
Freaking water on it. Soak it for a little while.
That's it. Fucking.
It'll probably absorb all that anyways.
It will, because I'll let it soak for about 12 hours. It should it'll soak up. I bet you at least 75% of that. But yeah, that's one good thing about the bags. I'll just do this, throw a rubber band around it, and I'll just take something else and kind of put a little weight on it, let it set.
So Ed, I think the guy was trying.
I got this one here that I got that was hydrated. I put in yesterday, so I'll set that one on top of it.
I didn't know.
Let's see.
They use that for explosives out of urea or whatever in the urine. I know you can do something with urine to make it explosive or gunpowder, black powder. Use charcoal, urea. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But hey, something fun to do. We'll piss in bucket, evaporate it for a month or two, or a year or two.
All right, so we got 570 grams wet. So
Beautiful. So you're gonna have a nice, good couple ounces there. Dry.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, off that small little cake, I'm real surprised. It came out beautiful though.
That's a beautiful blob.
I could have let it go a little bit longer, but
Yeah, but
I just like my shit to be nice and healthy, man. You know, my wife has stomach problems, and
yeah, I know, like that.
I think sometimes people let their fruit go too long. Yeah, this is going in the dehydrator like in a minute and a half. I thought I was gonna need a knife.
Let's see. What are you asking your mini question? Is tidal wave the same as tidal wave 2? Tidal wave 2 is the replay.
Tidal wave 2 is the mutation of tidal wave, and Enigma came from tidal wave 2.
There you go. That was
As a matter of fact, I'll show you what tidal wave 2. Okay, I'll show you what tidal wave 2 looks like as soon as I put this in the dehydrator.
There you go. That's your question.
Oh.
Listen.
All right.
Through some tidal wave. I got a nice fruit with a nice
dude. It's tidal wave and Enigma. There's not. It's very hard to tell the difference. That was they're very similar.
Tidal wave I grew was just a regular fruit, but it had a nice umbo on the top. So I cloned that one. So I got tidal wave umbo growing right now. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't fuck around. This shit goes directly into this motherfucker.
Nice.
And I usually set it at 145. And as soon as it comes out, what I do is for every ounce, I put a like a good sized desiccant pack in there. So like, you know, if I got a quarter pound off a yield, I'll throw for every ounce in there, I'll throw a desiccant pack, you know, as I'm putting it in there. And I don't always do this. I can't find the can right now, but I'll even displace the oxygen with argon.
Oh yeah.
You know, because argon's heavier than oxygen.
Yep.
And as soon as it's done dehydrating, it goes directly into the food saver bag, and I seal the living hell out of it. I don't care if it gets crushed. I want my shit to last. You know, it'll bounce back. I'm more. You know, bag appeal is all good and everything, but I'd much rather have some fucking this. I could seriously say that you can pull my bags out 10 years from now and there'll be minimal fucking minimal fucking degradation. Oh shit. All right. All right, this is dirty anyway. It needs to be washed.
28 people. Thank you very much for showing up, everybody.
All right. Oh, I can relax now.
Yeah, take a break.
All right.
So, questions?
Let's see. I have hand sanitizer. Oh, here it is.
I don't know if it was the first one covered, but I'm sure it was the first one.
Oh yeah, tidal wave 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna open it up for you because hold on.
Take your time, no rush.
All right, so this is tidal wave 2 right here.
Nice. So it is a mutation as well.
Oh yeah, without doubt. I think Enigma was an isolation of tidal wave 2. I really, you know, with these mutants, you know, especially the ones that have been around for a second, like especially Enigma, it's really all about the cuts you get, quote unquote. I don't even like using that word. It sounds so fucking, I don't know, but like I literally have 5 Enigma cultures, and like I have one that is like so fucking aggressive.
Yeah, I found that same thing with
But
the.
see, because you can't ever go back to spore. So
No.
some enigmas out there that are like T3000, and then if you're lucky, like I think I am, I got one that was maybe like T like 400 or something.
Well, I know
So
my caramel popcorn. That's the first one I've actually had grow a decent.
yeah. As a matter of fact, I was going to ask you. We'll sit down this week and talk, and
Yeah,
we'll swap some genetics and whatnot. But I don't have caramel popcorn, so that's something I definitely like to get from you. I don't care if it's on a plate in the tube, as long as I get the culture one way or another.
yeah. I'm gonna clone that fruit when it's done, or maybe I'll, But I want to clone that nice fruit that finally grew because the other plates I've had, I never had the grain spawn fruit properly. I might not have done it right. I was a beginner. I was just starting off. Like Ed was saying yesterday, a year into your hobby, you're a lot better at stuff. So it's not like the affinities have changed anything. You're just doing it right finally. Ed
I
did
said,
make
so
Belafonte are looking good. Cool.
I set my bags up so they're all boxed in. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think they grow better that way. I don't know. I might be tripping, but I just started fucking with the bags because so many people are using them. So
Same thing.
I'm trying to get my cultures to be acclimated towards them. So I've been running them in the bags back to back.
Yeah, this is that growing. It's already colonized. This was only from the 20th. I put this in the bag on the 20th. It's already white. The complete top's already white.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I got a nice Yeti isolation. They're not that big, but they're very consistent. They look like a bunch of German soldiers.
I love them. I think they're nice and big.
Shit. Oh my god, when did I fucking harvest the steel mag? Like,
Oh shit.
so like third flush. I literally, this cake is so dry, dude. I mean, look at these monsters in that bitch.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, that's what I got Ed sent Thick Halo, one of his crosses. I can't wait to grow that one. I got like 5 plates started, different T0s or grab and drags already for that. I want to have some fun with that one. That was a beautiful culture. I like the pictures he put up. Yeah, I get globs and stuff done like whatever.
I want to get a closer look at this one here. Here.
Yeah,
so this is see how that shit is? This is natural state mycology's Belafonte. It was his first mutant he released. It's fucking awesome. Fuck. I'm getting ready to run it in a big tub. I just wanted to see how. I just wanted to feel it out before I like invest it and put it into like a 105 quart tub, And I'm really loving this fucking culture, man. No fucking joke.
Absolutely. What you get to do. You do get to do everything you have to.
All right.
Every week, we got some Enigma grow, and it was different too. It's more like a thought process. All kinds of things like fungi rituals and stuff like that, but there's not really much going on in my head.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, I don't know if it's me.
Yeah.
Sorry, my microphone. There we go.
Yeah, you sound fine now.
Okay, sorry, I must have moved my microphone. Anyway, yeah, I find I've been trying them. They're just Yeah, I can close my eyes. I can get some pretty little pictures. You know, like what are those called? Lines, the fractals and stuff like that when my eyes are closed, but they're not bringing out into open-eyed stuff. So I think
Right.
I want to have.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this. This is Jeff Karras. This is his pumpkin monkey business.
I have that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah. I'm about to. This
I got
thing's gonna start. It's starting to pin down, man.
Is that an albino or regular?
You know something? That's a good fucking question. I don't think it is albino,
Pumpkin.
but I mean, I don't quote me on that, man.
I'm gonna grow it either way. I'm just curious.
I got so much shit going. I can't keep up with it all.
No, I can't. I try to look everything up, and sometimes you'll look something up on Google Image, like a certain mushroom, and it'll show you both an albino and a regular, and they name the same thing. So it's like, okay,
Right.
who knows? But yeah, I like albinos because of the less spores, so it's a lot neater to clean up and everything. But
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
yeah,
definitely.
but, yeah.
Shit. Let's see here. Let's get on this computer.
That's better, guys. Like being a little low.
What was So what kind of how what's your temperature like in your basement down there?
I keep this room. Let me see. I got it right here. I have a little space here that I keep. 72 degrees. So it stays 72 in here when I'm not in here. When I'm in here, it goes down to about 68. Because I turn the heat off when I'm making it just hot for work. I start sweating. Quality work, having sweat. So what I do is when I first come in, I turn my fan hood on and I turn my heater off. But, yeah, it's just a little tiny heater. Normally the house stays 60 all year round. I'm getting noise. A little bit of crack.
Oh Lord.
Oh, there we go. That's good. Yeah, I don't know, Bill. We're trying to figure it out. Could be it's on.
Hmm.
There you go. Whatever you just did, stop it. Maybe you just need to close those lines. We'll figure it out. No big deal.
Hmm.
Can you hear me, Wayne?
I can hear you fine, brother.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe your speakers are off. Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at something.
That's fine. No, I just didn't know if maybe those were a mistake. Anyway, so.
Let's see.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I had that I like getting my own swab of food. I actually swab. And I have, this was a nice grab and drag. I already put all this in about those guys. You can see the lines there that from the grab and drag. Just already about a week past taking samples off, but they're not 2 days past. But that's how you see the line.
Yeah, you know, Ed, that tattoo, it fruited so fast. I'm wondering that if that, it has to affect the potency. The longer something takes, it's usually the the more potent it is.
Yeah.
So that that tattoo, it fruited. I mean, it still took a long time being a mutant and all, but it's definitely my fastest mutant. I got 7 of them growing in there right now. So that thing just like took off, like blew everyone out. Like
I love it.
that I just harvested that, and like I got shit like Omni that's like just pinning, Numa,
Surprised it
yeah,
actually.
but I got other mutants that are just now pinning it. I just harvested that, and I fruited them at like within days of each other.
I couldn't believe it. Caramel popcorn I'm growing. That thing's a good month and a half past everything else I've got growing. I couldn't believe how long it actually takes. That's back from the beginning of August. It's just getting that size now. So that's looking good 2.5, 3 months.
So yeah, that's a cross of Maquila Gorilla and Thrasher, pumpkin monkey business. I'm gonna see if
No, nerdy.
if I can find a picture of it.
I'm sure they're getting pissed off. StreamYard is getting pissed off because our stream is going smoothly and no camera and lights are cut out. So they probably want us to pay for a better quality, so they're gonna mess with it. It's too bad.
All right, I'll
Yellow-
check out because this is Jeff's baby. Oh man, hold on. I don't see any reason. I don't see how it could be albino.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not albino. I'm looking at it now. Let's see. Oh no. Hold on, that's a different picture. But yeah, I don't see how it could be albino with the cross that there's nothing to indicate that it would be. But yeah, that just sounds like a nice fucking
Yeah, I know. I got a
Maquila Gorilla and Thrasher.
Yep.
That just sounds like it's gonna rock.
I'm a killer. Yeah, it's brown cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some of that on green right now too, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to get my I got a lot of these stupid bags running because just to get the spores.
Yeah, that's the same thing I do. Is I'm trying to get a lot of my plates to grow and fruit, so I can then start new things with it, the spores, But
Yeah.
or at least have it on agar from. I won't take something I haven't grown and put it on agar to make it cross because I want to see what the original parents look like. So
At the very least,
yeah,
very least, I'll run them concurrently. If I get it.
Oh yeah, okay, I would do that too.
Yeah.
Of the parent and the plate of the cross.
Yeah.
But I have to grow everything, or else
Yeah.
I don't feel like I know what it's going to be or what. If it,
Oh, did I go away?
I can hear you.
Okay,
but
there we go. All right. No, I accidentally pressed the stupid side button.
One or two on everything.
Oh, I did it again.
I can still hear you,
All right, let me stay away from that thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a process. It adds a few months to everything because you got to grow everything. But I don't mind. What else am I going to do? Not grow it. Yeah, if you ever nerdy, I'm willing to help you learn anything you need to. Or videos you need to find and stuff, let me know and I'll point you in the right direction if I can. Maybe.
All right, let's see here.
You have spores and stuff, it makes it a lot easier to do crosses. You can get your monos and all that stuff, awesome stuff with the cross.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I've never used the phone to do a video. I've always used a camera, but I figured I'd give it a test run. It seems like it turned out not too bad.
Yeah, I use the phone for doing lab stuff because it gives you a lot better quality picture. The webcam I got, it's all right, but it doesn't give you a good up close picture and stuff.
Well, one thing I can say, with the computer, I can see what the fuck's going on. I'm actually watching the comments on the TV.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch the comments too. It kind of screws with where you're looking because my camera's here, my comments are here or over here. Jay, yeah, I got pink buffalo. I haven't grown it yet, but I got it on agar.
Yeah, actually, someone sent me a spore print of that recently.
Yeah, I've been getting plates a lot, so I kind of
Um,
swab from people when I get my choice. Yeah, it's a nice fruit. Beautiful fruit.
let's see. What we got here? Oak Ridge, Amazon, Blue Magnolia. I think I got Pink Buffalo recently. Blue Meanie. No, minus.
Amazing how fast.
Yeah. I got me some
I
Pink Buffalo
literally
right here.
50 plates of stuff that I just, I've already taken transfers to keep it updated, but then to just put it back, and it's like, I really don't need all these plates. Just, I'd have like 10 copies of something that every time I try to, like you take an old plate, you want to revigorate or, re-transfer it to keep it going.
Right, absolutely.
What
Yeah.
I've been doing is I make like 5 transfers every time I do it. So I'd end up with 5 new copies that 4 of them would just outgrow to nothing. So I ended up putting out like 50 plates crap yesterday. Just stuff to get rid of. I would love it if the guy at the dump ever opened one of our trash bags. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" All types of syringes and petri dishes and green grain and shit sometimes.
Yeah, I just thought about something, man. I didn't even think about it because I usually I didn't do it this time when I just when I just fucking made them tubs. I usually pick out the agar pieces because I kind of feel like
If I find them, I take them.
yeah, I kind of feel like they're a vector of contamination. But the fact that I didn't see any, like, if I would have saw one on top, I would have grabbed it. So it's in the substrate, as long as it's not hanging out in open air, it should be fine. I,
Well,
I I'm
I
pretty sure it'd be fine anyway. But
AM 1219. I've had that on agar several times, and I've never been able to get it to fruit. Or no, what am I trying to say? Grow crop out here. So what I've been noticing is I always end up with contamination or breaking the jar or whatever of AM 1219. This time I
right,
had agar, but I just took a little tiny transfer and put it in
right,
this black. That's not bad, and it's already growing out. And that little transfer is the only piece that went in this jar.
right.
So now I'm just going to grow it from there. Let it grow until it gets about maybe a 30%, and I'll break it up. But every time I've grown 1219, I've just had bad luck. I've
Well,
had 2 fully
I'm
grown,
gonna
broken balls.
write down that you need peptone in another culture of 1219.
Oh, cool. But yeah, every time I've grown it out, I got it on agar, but it just doesn't seem to be vigorous at all.
I think I got a 380 gram fruit
Yep.
off of AM19 last year. I think it was like 380.
Well, fruit, I don't get record breaker. It's just fun to grow.
Yeah, and I didn't grow it in my largest. Next time I do, I think I will do it in a 105 quart tote. And just I'll put 5 inches of substrate in there and make sure it's a little on the wet side. And I'll use it. With the great thing about beetons is you can easily put them in unmodified totes. They work great on, you don't have to do nothing with them. I'll even take that little steel that you can buy in the roll.
Yep.
Like, because all my Sterilite tubs have the gasket. So I'll put a little gasket across the top of them.
Yeah, I've done that before where I put like.
You can buy that. I get rolls of that shit from Temu for like $2-3 bucks, man. You get a half a mile of it for $10.
I usually like on my old when I used to do shoebox a lot. I would put like silicone around the edge of a shoebox.
Right.
So that way, there when I put it on, it would click down with a little bit of a little bit of.
Yeah.
I'm not really that big into sealed tubs yet. I'm probably gonna, but not yet. I got my petri dishes that I just tried. I started.
The majority of mine, I got, and they were already modified. Like when I modify a tub, like I actually just sent I sent a couple out in the past 2 weeks. I sent one to our friend Kat.
Yeah,
so
for all your good stuff. She's like,
so like I do the two holes on the side. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? But rather than like that, just that one big one, what I do is I just put a half a dozen across the bottom. So I'll just take one piece of tape and go over the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like
Yeah.
having them right above, like, about a quarter inch above your substrate line.
Yep.
You
And
know,
then
all the way across.
when
And
you're
see,
get that nice dry spot underneath it, so you know the air is moving through.
yeah, I have this. So I got this torch, right? A little bullshit torch, right?
Yeah.
But it comes with this thing, and they claim that you can weld with it. I mean, use like a soldering iron.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But what I do is I'll put the holes in there. That way you ain't got to worry about cracking it.
Oh,
Because before what I would do was I would hit it with a heat gun and get the plastic real hot before I drilled through it, so I wouldn't crack it. But with this, I could just melt right through it. So I just put like 6 holes across each side of it. That way I can just take one piece of, I use HEPA fix tape for the
if you really want to do it, really go to next time you go to a thrift store or swap meet or any place with cheap shit or a tag sale. Look for old cookie cutters, metal ones. Find the right. Just heat that up for a second.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to show you. Hold on a second. I got it right here.
Yep. Or even, I don't know, I don't drink, but I mean, of course, like can bottles, they're aluminum bottles. One of those got wide mouths.
Tomato. Listen, the perfect thing is tomato paste can.
There you go. That's the exact size I use with the Coors Light. I got one of those upstairs.
This is what I use to make my holes. Is tomato paste can.
Use that. You just set it on the oh shit, what I do? You just set it on the stove.
You can set it on the stove. I just hit it with a torch
You have an
because I'm
electric
already
stove.
there.
You just
I
set
got
it there. Use a pot holder.
there's a torch.
Pick it up.
There's
Melts
a
right
torch.
through.
Every 10 feet in this house there's a torch somewhere. So yeah, I just hit it with a torch and it just melts right through. It makes a perfect circle.
I
You
just
got
have
to
to
worry
turn around.
about cracking anything.
Everybody's got torches. But yeah, that's what I started doing a while back because I had a little duck-shaped one, so I was making little ducks everywhere. All my holes are shaped like a duck.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bird.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, now you got me thinking, man.
I got a little mushroom shaped one I'm going to use next, but I just haven't melted any holes lately, so I'm thinking of doing it in my 6 quarts. Just put them right like at the substrate level, just a bunch of little holes. I got little tiny cookies, like 1/2 inch squares, but different shapes, stars, everything. I can just put those in there and then just put tape over them. But yeah,
because I was thinking about putting square holes on the ends because the tape's square. I just, like I said, I don't I use HEPA fix tape for my FAE on the tubs.
yeah,
I think the micron rating on them, because they don't have a micron rating. I think it's at least larger. It's at least like 0.5 microns. If I had to make a guess, I'd probably say it's probably like 0.7. So it's a little susceptible to let something in there. And if you need to choke something out, you're definitely going to have to double or triple it up. But I also have this clear like tape that's like used to like, I don't know how I got some up here, I think.
On my duck-shaped holes, I think I did. Something. Yeah, I don't care what shape my holes are. I do them just to be, just to be, different. I use a pair of pliers to hold the mold just because they can be hot. Once you pick up a cookie cutter that's been in front of the torch for a few minutes with your bare hands, you don't do that again.
Oh yeah, I got I got silicone gloves, man. I burnt myself too many times.
Also, do it in the ventilated area, guys. You don't want to be melting plastic in the basement like I did the other day.
Yeah.
The air box. I took my knife and I cut a hole, and I looked up, and the whole basement was full of plastic smoke. And I'm just standing in it. And I'm like, you know what? That's enough. I'm gonna go outside.
So this week, all right. So I got this whole room like completely sealed. Yep. I got this synthetic roofing paper. It's like Tyvek, but like 3 or 4 times thicker.
Yeah, you had showed me.
And so I sealed all the seams with like the thickest packing tape I could find. The floor, everything is sealed. So the only air I got coming in here is I got a duct up here that goes to like the foyer area where my front door is. So what I did was I shut that off, I taped over it, and I cut a square hole in the duct. Well, not a complete square. I cut it like 3 different ways so I could push the sheet metal in so the
Yep.
air would come
Angle.
out that hole. But here's the problem. I got a 6x9 HEPA filter in it.
Yep.
So I wanted the air that even came in here to be filtered through HEPA to the filter. But there isn't enough, there's too much resistance because of the filter. So I'm not getting as much positive air pressure as I would like. So right now I got a Vever inline fan up there sucking the air out, and it improved it. So what I'm going to do here in a day or two is I'm actually going to install I'm going to pull the filter out, and I'm going to install the fan inside the duct so it's pulling it. And I think I'll get better results that way. And
Yeah.
I'll get more air moving in here. And that way, you know, because if I can open this, I can feel like just the slightest breeze, like when I crack the door, but it's not enough. Shit, it's fucking 76 degrees in here right now, dude.
I got
Yeah.
an old, I built an old HEPA box, filter box. And
Right.
It's 13 inches tall.
Yeah, my tent's at 79.
Well, I'm going to install it as my intake fan. So the whole filter unit's going to be in the wall. It's going to have like a filter area in front of it that I could work in front of, or it'll have filtered air coming in at all times. So it'll be a neat video. I'll be doing it in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, you know, I after you did that still airbox video, I was thinking, well, maybe I might want to do one myself, man, because I forget that
People start off with
because I have I have one of these ones. I want to buy. Next time I see them on sale, I'm going to buy about a dozen of them. Yeah, because these things here, man, they just pop up. They're beautiful, but I'm getting ready to do I'm getting ready to grow some zaps, and I'm gonna use this as my chamber.
Yeah.
It's got 2 armholes, so I'm gonna have one for humidity, another one for fresh air. So I might do a SAB video before I use that for my zap project. I got some zaps that I'm getting ready to throw on green right now. I got a couple plates of it. That's it'll be my first time growing them.
I got some.
You know, I've gotten pretty good with the pans, but you know, my homeboy from Carolina Cultures, me and him, he's got some zaps going right now too.
Who was it? Vino Dreamers. He just sent me a print of his Australian Cyan culture. Yeah, bars. It starts with a B. I called it B bar just because it's way premium. But I got it written down. It started growing from spores, so I got to get that on.
You got a Australian pan. Yeah. All right. I'm writing this down because this is something I want from you.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I think it's right. Yeah.
Who's hitting me up?
I got to light up for something.
Oh.
There it is.
Ah.
The print's almost gone, but I got it on agar, so.
Let's see.
Let me see what it's called exactly. It's called. Let's say it.
Oh, I hit the like button.
Burring Bar, Australia. So yeah. So I got a couple plates that are coming out from sport. That one's looking good. Good. This is fluffy. So it's like all saying. A couple of sports, right? And I got a couple that didn't grow yet. Grabbing Dragon didn't go.
Beautiful.
That didn't go. 2 of them went, 2 of them didn't. So I got 2 that worked, 2 that didn't. I can make more difference. But that's sometimes what happens with spores. Actually, just don't germinate. I guess that's what happens to me. So I did.
Well, you know that for whatever reason, one of my plates of that Sporeworks PE just did not want to fucking germinate. And I let it sit, and I let it sit. and all of a sudden, this one little fucking area popped up. And I was looking at it as soon as it popped up, man. I transferred that shit to another plate, and I'm about, um, it's too early for me to confirm or not, but I'm almost positive it's a mono.
The print,
It literally took like 6 weeks for that one fucking
yeah, we'll give it
spot
a
to
shot.
pop up.
Yeah. This one here, he made the print on 10/4, so that's not bad. I mean, he took the print and mailed it to me since the 4th of October, and I got it growing on agar, so that's doing pretty good, I guess. It's not that slow.
I'll tell you something else about Yeti, and I've had a couple people agree with me on this. Is you get better flushes if you case them.
Oh yeah, I could try that.
Not only better flushes, but you get like a different morphology sometimes.
Well, I know the one I got up there in the bag is the pseudo case, so because I made that cake heavier, like a 2 or 3 to 1 instead of my normal 4 to 1. So I did put a pseudo casing on that one. So we'll see if I need to do another casing. I got a bunch of Jiffy mix for pseudo casing I sterilized.
Well, look at that pin on that Tampanensis.
I got some wisdom doing that.
That thing's wrapped around the plate.
That's nice. I got some Mexicana that's threw up.
Yeah, that's from my boy Corey from Carolina Cultures. He actually he came by my house last week and spent the day with me. He lives not too far from me.
I got a bunch of DSM cultures from a guy named Bertram on IG. He sent me a bunch of plates from Dirty South Mycology stuff. I'm just slowly working through. Some of it I didn't work out, but I got a lot of it working.
So with what I'm doing with the gourmets now, what I'm gonna be focusing on, especially now I got a good turkey tail culture. I'm gonna be focusing on reishi. I got reishi in there right now.
Nice.
And so I'm gonna be doing black reishi and red reishi. I'm gonna be doing turkey tail, a shitload of lion's mane, and I'm gonna start doing cordyceps. I want to. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I don't want to have to deal with farmers markets or refrigerators. Everything I have, I want to be able to grind up, dehydrate, grind up, and sell it when I sell it. But I'll because dried reishi, man, that shit goes for a lot of money. It takes a long time to fucking fruit, but if you keep 20 blocks going at once, and plan, streamline your shit so you plan accordingly. It's not bad. I love kings. So like, as far as like the kings go, and I'll keep a couple oysters going just for like me and friends. And if my gourmet partner, he has contracts with restaurants and shit, and if he ever needs me to help him, fill orders, he'll let me know. But yeah, I'm not. I decided last year that I wasn't going to cultivate weed anymore, except for just like one auto. I got a tent on the other end of my basement where I'm just going to be doing an auto at all times, and like, at the 2-month mark, I'll go ahead and germinate another seed. And so that way I'm pulling one out and one's going in. And I just want one plant going at the other end of the house. I do not want it jeopardizing what I got going on here.
I do a grow outside.
It's not worth it to me. Like, it's cheaper for me to buy weed than it is to grow it. And I'm not even that great. I mean, my thumb is so much bluer than it is green.
Because of the adventure. I like growing.
I definitely I don't have the time for it. I don't, and I definitely don't want to jeopardize anything I got going on in here. So I just have this one small tent. You got to go all the way to the other end of the side of the basement in the storage room. I got my broke boy bubble barrel in there.
Yep. That's
That's the only thing I have in there mushroom wise.
Yep.
Yeah, I just take well shit, fuck it. I'll show you. It works like a fucking champ, dude. It works awesome. Like, fuck spending all that money on a bubble barrel. PCs out the ass, all over the fucking place. That's not even counting the ones that go on right now.
Yeah, I know I got to work on my PC situation myself.
Oh yeah, so I got some flexible duct the other day for that AC that goes into because I also have outside air going into the tent through the humidifier.
You got the insulated stuff, non-insulated.
Yeah, well, I need to insulate because what I did was I took a it's one of those you saw it, it's one of those roll around AC units. My wife uses it in her office because her office is basically a converted sunroom.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
And it doesn't have any airflow. You know, we got a fan there, whatever. It don't bother her. She likes it kind of warm anyway. So I got, as soon as it cooled off, I took it down here. And what I did was I took a 6-quart Sterilite shoebox, and it fits over the output, the register, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, if it fits it perfect. So I just what I did was I just melted a hole for the duct and taped it to it, and
split it.
It works great, you know, but it does sweat. I have a little bowl underneath of it. So I went ahead and
the insulation.
I went by HVAC place and got some scraps from them.
Yep, absolutely. We got tons
So
of it.
look, I don't have it set up in here right now, but what I do is so I got this real thick Sterilite bin, one of these ones with the red handles that are real thick.
Yep.
And this is an air hose. You know, you want to use something that's really that can withstand the heat, because you're pumping 210 degree steam in that bitch. I do it for 18 hours, you know, for my blocks.
Yep.
So I just got a grate down there. You know, I put some rings off of mason jar lids, and I could pack this thing full of blocks. I run my fucking CV through here too. I do cooler tech, and then I do that. So if you look here, there's a hole right here in the bottom for draining from the steam, and then I got a trash can underneath here, and I got 2 of them. So I pull one out, put the other one in, dump the other one. So I just rotate them. So if you fill up a 23-quart Presto, it will run when it hits. It'll run for 10 hours before you need to swap it out. I mean,
in case anybody's taking the hose,
you probably lose about an inch, and you probably use about an inch an hour.
Yeah.
So when I'm I just set up I set up a Cadco with Presto, and I just as a matter of fact, I hang the hose up with this bungee cord so that it's, you know, it's got a smooth, you know, it don't get kinked up or anything, because this hose will get real pliable, and you know, when it's hot like that, it'll just like get limp. So I'll hang I got a bungee cord I'll hang up here. Yeah. You know, I works great. Yeah, but I mean, I can't put 50 blocks in it like I can a bubble barrel, but I can put half that many in it, and that fucking, and all I did was it only costed me $25-$30 for that thick ass tote.
Well, I have
a
6 or an 8 quart. I have an old 6 or 8 quart Miramatic pressure cooker, which I made a copper coil to make a distilled water maker. So basically, but it just took so long. It's better off spending the 99 cents on the bottle at Walmart. But it was a fun project. I mean, it would be cool if I wanted to steam, you know, put steam out of it. But yeah, I made a nice copper coil that came out of the top of the pressure cooker and then went into the, you know, receiving bottle, so I could make distilled water. But I don't really have a need for it. I use all natural lake water. It's all been filtered to 1 micron.
Oh yeah, you got good water, man. I
Oh. 6 to 7.
So I'm getting ready to make a new humidifier for my tent.
Yep.
And so I ordered the UV light that you could submerge in the water. I ordered that the other day. I think it's coming on the 5th.
Yeah.
So now what I'm doing is I have a deep sink down here. I got my own like little kitchenette area down here and everything. I got a deep sink.
Project.
So I'm gonna split the water at the washer,
Yep.
and I got a 50-foot hose that I'm running that's gonna run to my tent, and I have one of those like regular one of those things that you like water your yard with, like, hey, the water could cut on this many times a day for this long.
Yeah, I got a timer.
And I figure I'm using about 6 gallons of water a day. So I'll find out how long it takes for 6 gallons of water to fill in the tub. And that's what I'll do, and I'll just keep an eye on it for a week and adjust it as needed, and if I and I won't have to, since I got that, I won't have to get such a big a tub. I'm going to get one of them nice, like thick Craftsman ones from Home Depot. They're actually not that expensive.
You can also look at those styrofoam shipping containers that they have. That might melt. No, never mind.
Yeah, you need humidifier. I want something that's going to last, because that thing is, they just the one I got in there now I've used for like, I don't know, not maybe 2 years, and it's falling to pieces literally. I just from, I guess, I mean, it's not, no heat goes to it. It pulls air from outside. I got like a little filter that it goes through, just to catch anything crazy or whatnot. But I like the idea that my tent is getting some fresh air from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with filter.
I feel like there's a risk in it, but at that point, man, especially gourmet cultures, man, they're so strong and vigorous that I'm not too worried about any type of contamination coming in that way.
Well, I know, like the water we use in the house, it's directly from the lake. A pump in the lake pulls the water out, and it goes through 3 or 5 1-micron filters before it even gets to the house pump.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, so I'm gonna put an inline like water filter.
Yeah.
After it comes out of where I'm gonna split it at the washer, have an inline filter, and then it's gonna
you can have one.
It's gonna go around to my humidifier, which will have a UV light in it. Yep. And I figure, then I'll clean it, every 2 weeks, and that should be good. For the exhaust, I got 2 inline fans that I rotate. I'll use one for like 10 days to 2 weeks, and I'll pull that out, put the other one in, and I'll wash the other one up real good and let it dry. And that's what I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, every 2 weeks I'll swap it out.
You could always put like one of those toilet bowl floats in there to have an automatic reservoir.
I could. It just so happened that I already had one of those regulators, because I had one for my I had one for when I used to grow weed in that tent. I had automatic sprayers in it.
Yeah.
And so that's what I had that for. So I already had that little regulator thing. So I said, well, fuck it. Rather than use the float valve, I'm just going to find out how long it takes, to pump 6 gallons of water, and that's what I'll do.
Are you using ultrasonic humidifiers in the tote?
Yeah. It's a 12. It's a 12 header in there right now. It's not a fucking
Well, I know at my local dump and swap area they have a bunch of humidifiers. I'm gonna look for one that's ultrasonic and take the ultrasonics out of it. That'll be a fun project.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I think I need to replace. It's got 12 heads, and I think 2 of them needed. I have a set of. I'm gonna replace when I build this new humidifier here in a week or 2. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the heads on them, or what are the fuck they're called, discs. Especially like wash it with like vinegar or something. That's what I did. That's what I've done before, is just scrub it with vinegar and a toothbrush.
Mask mofo, it's not work. It's passion. It's just you got stuff you want to do, and you'd rather do it yourself than rely on someone else's equipment. For me,
Yeah.
I'd rather build it myself. And okay, I might spend 10 times as much, but I saved $5 on the price. So in the long run, it probably costs more to do it myself, but I enjoy it that way, and I can also fix it myself.
Well, you know, another thing, man, is when you build something yourself, you know all the ins and outs of everything. You know, like if
Yeah.
there's a problem, you already know where it's going to be.
I could have put a tent here, but it would have been modified because the ceiling's too low. So all the tents I could find out on the side would have had to have been shortened somehow, so they wouldn't have been right. So now I know that this is the way it's supposed to be.
Hey, you see what my man Mass Mofo just said, right?
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what I started doing. I'm not even using ships anymore on my LCs, right? I'm going to show you. Hold on a second. God damn it. So here's an else. Here's a liquid culture broth. I haven't inoculated yet,
Yep.
right? So, like I said, everything gets a fucking little hoodie.
You can get the hairnet.
It gets a condom, right? So I just got, I don't put airports on them. I put 2 ships on them.
Yep.
All right. So what I do is when the air pressure needs to be neutralized.
Oh yeah, use a syringe with the alcohol or whatever.
See, I put one of these in there and set in front of my flow hood. I put it in front of my flow hood, spray it, put that bitch in there, and let it neutralize the pressure.
Yep. I did some Uncle Ben's bag. Put a needle in, and I left a little ship on or syringe filter on the Uncle Ben's bag. It didn't work for the Uncle Ben's bag, but I love the idea. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of not having to use airports on my LCs, and if you're just and I just do pints, you know, and I leave plenty of headspace in it, you know. That's enough air for it anyway. Believe me, it's enough air for it.
This is a half pint, but this is the lid I made, and it's got the syringe filter. But then you see these gray ships, the ones that have. Well, I found a hack. What you do is after you install them in the jar, you're going to need a day to do this. You flip them over and you fill the inside of that ship with silicone, because that's where they get the weakness, is because they can only be poked a few times, and you got all the holes in that thin little rubber. So if you so now you got that block. And I honestly stole the idea from the guy that makes the Dr. Mike's making ships now, and they're solid rubber.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that. You know something? Fuck. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna look it up right now, man.
Available, beautiful, and they're bigger too, so they're a lot wider, but they're solid rubber, so you've got to push them in the hole. So I thought, well, why can't I use all my old gray ones and just fill them up with silicone? So that's what I'm doing next. My next round, I'm going to be filling them all up with silicone.
So this has been sitting. I haven't stirred it at all, right? Look at that. Yep. See, I got 5 Enigma cold. This is my strongest one. It is almost. I'm gonna have to put this in the refrigerator.
I got the same thing going here, where you can see right through the top layer.
Yeah, I mean it's almost all the way to the top.
Oh yeah, I got.
You know, if I just give it a little shake, you know.
Oh yeah, yep, I love it. I got Yeti on the stir bar right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Mike gave me that idea, and then I saw another thing. I was watching what the heck is his name? I just had his name in my head, from Fresh Cat Mushroom. Fresh Farm Cat Mushroom. Erie from Fresh Farm Cat Mushroom. He did a video, I don't know if it's an old video or a new video, but he was talking about liquid cultures. And the one thing I always notice is when I'm tipping my jars to get the LC out, I get a couple of drips around the threads. That's where it's here. Yeah, Nerdy Ed's got gelling gum on Sports Swap available. That's the same stuff I was doing. Well, yeah, I don't have any stuff. He's definitely got the market on that one. Check him out. Nerdy. He got some sports. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know that.
that was another reason I decided to go ahead and use them little bowl covers for the LCs is because, like you said, those ships, they get jeopardized. After you poke a hole in them a dozen times, it's over with.
And even if you want to put micropore tape on them, when you get done injecting them or sucking, they're soaking wet from the ISO. So
Yeah,
you
I
leave it in front of your
I
flow.
am not a fan of micropore tape at all, except when it comes to except for your tubs. And I don't like them then because they leave such a sticky adhesive behind. Brock Lee is the guy that put me onto the HEPA-Fix tape for the FAE. And it works great, dude. I will never go back. HEPA-Fix tape is definitely the way to go when it comes to tubs.
No,
So
Mofo, I don't buy those lids. I make my own, but these are the lids I use now. They're not modified. This is my grain jar. And the only thing I have to do is occasionally I just have to crack it, and that allows gas exchange. That's all I've
yeah,
done.
as long as the area you have it in is clean, you can get away with that.
Yep. I usually do the flow hood, but that one's fully colonized, so I'm not that worried about it to crack the lid. But normally what I do is I take like 5 or 6 jars, put them in front of the flow hood, I get them clean, spray them with ISO, and then I'll open the lids 2 or 3 turns just to let the gas exchange in front of the flow hood.
Yeah.
Modify them if I don't have to. But they can stall if you don't have any gas exchange.
Oh, absolutely. They'll stall. Listen, they'll stall if you got like the airport I just had on that needle, the little tiny one.
Yep.
If I've had them stall on me with that on it.
Yeah.
So
movement.
I use I drill my holes big now. Hold on a second. Let's see. So here's some corn I haven't run yet. But so what I do is I put a piece of HEPA-Fix tape on it, right? Which isn't the micron level isn't good enough for grain.
Yep.
So I put HEPA-Fix tape over it first, and then I put a piece of micropore tape over it. That way, when I rip it off, there's no adhesive behind because, like I said, the HEPA-Fix doesn't leave any adhesive behind. So I like when this HEPA-Fix tape is 4 inches wide. So, and all my tape for the holes on my tubs I only need 3 inches. So I end up with this long 1-inch strip that I can use for the small holes on the side of my tubs. And for this, I get these long lengths of, and what's great about it is it has a grid on it. So you just fucking,
HEPA-Fix, right?
yeah, HEPA-Fix, dude, right here.
Yeah, you showed me. I just didn't.
So it's got this grid on it. So,
like putting over IVs and stuff to hold it down, right?
Yeah, it's definitely something like that. Yeah. So once I cut,
yeah,
I cut it to fit my
that's
my
nice.
holes for the I end up with this long 1-inch strip that I use for all the jars and the side, for the sides of my mono tubs that I do have the little holes in.
Yep.
And but yeah, I don't like using the micropore tape. First off, it's stuck to itself.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. When you got that micropore tape,
you're touching
when you're ripping it off, first off, you're wasting a bunch of it. Second off, you're putting your fingers all over it, because unless you're wearing gloves, which wearing gloves and getting the tape off is a son of a bitch. So
that's going in the hole. So you could use contamination on the sticky part. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. That's great.
I mean, I still got some micropose ones I use for my nice ball jars.
Around one.
This is some grain I made for it's popcorn.
Yep.
But I was trying something out. I'm going to use this for gourmet grain. I put some hardwood fuel pellets in the bottom.
Cool.
So it's got a little bit of hardwood. It's got a little bit of sawdust in there, sterilized sawdust. So I'm going to use that.
I don't know if you've seen the guy Mike from something like I don't know. But anyways, he had a thing with millet for his no soak, no simmer, where he was adding vermiculite into the millet. Which looked like
yeah. There's
there's
quite a few people that do that. There's
Mesa.
nothing wrong. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. I don't.
Mountain Mesa. That's what his name is. Mountain Mesa. His name's
Yeah.
Mike. Good guy.
Oh, you're talking about the new dude.
The guy with the cowboy hat making all the videos.
Yeah, Mesa. He's
Last week, or not on, but he was in the chat. Nice guy.
Yeah, he just started doing shows. I got him. I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah, I am too. He came in the chat last Sunday. He's actually a really nice guy. From what I
and he's super down. He seems like he's super down to earth for
Oh,
real.
yeah, he just did it for an agar. He had a new tech that he did it with like a pitcher. He
I'm
sterilized.
gonna tell you his name right now.
It's Mike. He's from Mesa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa's talking to me.
Yeah, it's Mountain.
Right now, it's you I'm talking to.
Alexa, shut up.
No, thank you. Who do you think you're talking to? Yeah, I know who his name's Mike. He's something Mesa, Mountain Mesa, Mushroom Mesa.
Mushroom Mesa, I think.
Yeah, something like that, or Mountain
What
Mushroom.
one's that? I know I'm subscribed to him. I don't know why it's not showing up.
But
he just put out like 15 videos in the past 2 months.
Yep, he's just killing it with videos, and some of them are shorter, they're only a few minutes.
Yeah, he does some shorts too because they increased the shorts to 2 minutes now.
Oh, they did? I'm gonna have to look into that. A bunch of shorts that like an and a half I couldn't do. But he's got a ton of info, and that's good though. To learn from all the different people is where you get the most information. You know, the more people putting out videos, the more
Mushroom Mesa. Yeah.
Mushroom Mesa. Okay, yeah, I knew it was something like that. His name's Mike, but he came up here in the chat, and I saw the Mountain Mesa or whatever, Mushroom Mesa, and
he's got some nice his grow rooms are fucking awesome.
Oh, he's got a metal barn thing.
Yeah, he's got them grow rooms that you can that have like the plexiglass on them and shit.
The new grow room with the plexiglass. He's got like an 8-foot homemade flow hood with two 2x4s, and he's got another fan filter unit right next to it. I mean, the guy's got more fresh freaking HEPA air than I dreamed to have. You know, he can just stand there and work and not worry about anything from there, for an hour or two.
Yeah, that's like that dude from Southwest.
Yeah,
he's got that whole length. He's got about 6 of them.
Yep.
All air coming from the outside.
Well, you're going to see dichotomous eventually with like 4 4x4s in a row.
Yeah. Actually, I need to catch up with him because he's supposed to. I told him a while back that I want a 4x3.
I've seen all these great filters, but the problem is finding the replacement filters for them. They're either really expensive or you can't find them. I would love to buy a couple 4x3s or 3x3 filters and build my own because I'm not into buying a fan filter, but I'd love to build one 3x3.
Well, I tell you what, I built one. I don't know if I'll build another.
I love building.
That one I have in the corner that I just worked at. That thing, it's fucking humongous, dude. I mean, like it's huge.
Oh, I know. Mine's 30 inches deep.
Like
got
that thing, it's just that thing takes up space, bro.
That whole quarter of my room is for my fan filter.
And I can't. I gotta have other people move that for me. Like I can't. I have a cart over here. I don't know if you saw. I have a cart that I put my PCs on to roll around because I can't carry a PC because of my back. I can lift one up. You know what I'm saying? But I can't walk around with it. If I do, I'll pay for it the next day. I'll tell you that much.
I know I fucked up my shoulder a couple weeks ago, and it's still.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that. What's going on with that?
I had X-rays. There's nothing broken, but I go see an orthopedic tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So they got me in pretty quick. What it is, I can't. Let's see if we can see the arm. Listen, I can't lift it past here. I can't. Like my other arm, I can just lift it up over my head, and I'm fine.
Right. Yeah, I got nerve damage in this arm because 3 years ago I broke my lower back and my neck, and the neck where I broke my neck, it did some nerve damage. I had to relearn how to write, and I can't lift this arm I get it about right here. Yeah, whereas with this one, I can do like this.
Yeah, I can do the same thing with this arm. But this arm, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I can't go higher, and that's bothering the shit out of me. So hopefully you can maybe do a accordion shot or something to loosen something. I don't know.
I know, man. It's just it's a Band-Aid is all it is.
Oh, I don't care. but my neck is, I think, where it started. I was talking to a guy on Facebook, Christopher Myco. He's been in the chat earlier today. He's exercising about some nerve that goes from your neck down your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, and it helped the first few days really a lot for the pain. So the pain is gone, but the muscle weakness is still there. So, I mean, the pain's not gone. I should say 75% of the pain's gone most of the time. I still get a lot of night stuff or in the morning when I wake up, but we'll figure it out. See what the doctor says tomorrow. Hopefully that'll help.
Let's see here.
We're gonna probably call it quits in about 15 minutes here, so it's almost 2:30.
Oh yeah, you spelled my name wrong in the description. I don't care though. I'm just letting you know for future reference.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh shit, I see it now.
It's no big deal.
I typed the W, or the Y, but it didn't show up. I must have just typed it. My bad. I'll fix it next time.
Let's see here. How long we been on? I can't even tell.
Almost 2 hours.
Oh, what was that? You said
There. It says
what's
the
that
right
guy?
name.
Dr. Mike has ships now.
Well, I saw it.
Dr.
I don't know if it was on
Mike
Instagram or ship.
Self
So they're like multi,
healing
like the little pot tiles, like where you
injection ports. All right, ultimate self-healing injection ports. Let's see what he's got going on here.
yeah, JV's telling us to go to a chiropractor or fucking chiropractor. Yeah, I do. I need a chiropractor. Actually, I need a nice.
Hold on, this side choose
So,
options.
they
12
might-
pack,
Yeah, I just saw it.
$10. So they're basically about 85 cents a piece, I guess.
Oh, I didn't think of buying them. I just they're nice. They're solid and they're bigger.
Yeah, no, they're look like they'll last twice as long as the ones we're using currently.
Yeah, Ed, I fixed the title in the.
It says here that it includes, like, if you buy the pack, it includes the drill bit to make it fit perfectly. See, I don't use any RTV on with mine. I just make my holes so fucking like,
Yeah,
you literally, I had to take a pair of tiny needle nose pliers and pull it through.
Yeah, that's the same.
You know, it's so fucking tight, dude. Ain't nothing getting through there.
I can't even spin this, but no, I can't even.
No, you can't do that in mine either.
Like some of
That
the
thing,
ones, like the ones that you just stick on like a sticker, those are
Yeah.
good. I don't like them because you can't see if they're leaking. At least this, if the side pulls up, you can see it.
yeah. I do have I have a couple of those. They're they're micropose, and I have some 3M ones as well. So they're gonna stick as well as any adhesive can fucking stick, but there's still a limitation to that. You know, enough PC runs and enough times you hit with alcohol, after something's, it's going to give at some point. That's how I feel about it.
You got a hole with a sticker over it, and you do grain. A piece of grain can stick to that filter, and if you don't get that off, you might have stuck to the freaking.
Oh, and I'll tell you something. Because I do run a lot of millet.
Yep.
Fucking.
Oh, they'll get
one
inside.
thing about millet. There's always a goddamn piece of fucking grain in the fucking ship.
Or in the syringe filter, they get up.
Yeah. In the syringe filter. My bad. Yeah. Syringe filter.
Yep.
And yeah, I've had to replace. Yeah, because I try to get a couple runs out of a syringe filter, and if I get a piece of grain stuck in there, I'll just pop that bit. I have to pop it out. But yeah, every time I go to clean the jars afterwards, there's always one stuck in the fucking ship. There's always one stuck in the goddamn airport.
Yep. They get everywhere, and I wanted. I really like the way millet works, but I haven't got it yet because I want to get a bigger bag, and I got a neighbor that wants some, so we're gonna go in on hats on it. I'm trying to find a 50-pounder.
Well, the thing about millet, man, is you can do a no soak, no simmer with millet, and it's going to work.
Yeah.
Like
It's like that tech
Like
reaction
it's kind of that those no soak no simmer recipes for other grains.
does not work with rice.
I don't trust, but with millet, I
Yeah,
definitely trust.
with millet, if you mix it up good, like
Especially if you're running jars, you won't have a problem.
no, not with millet.
Um,
Works. It's a little bit tougher when you get into like the half pint jars because there's not enough space for the water to move. Like you get a cake at the bottom of the half cake, at the bottom. Not sure. That's ridiculous.
yeah, I mean it's so. I mean, I use like if you use the 50% water, you use half as much water you used to do grain, run it for 2 hours in the PC, it's going to come out fine.
Yeah.
I put probably like 52%. I go a little over the 50% mark.
I think what adding vermiculite is what it does is the vermiculite absorbs the water and spreads it throughout the millet, so you're not having that puddle at the bottom. You have the water all the way all the grain. So that's I can't wait to try it. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I've run enough of it. I've got it dialed in to where because I used to use vermiculite in it, but I'd rather not. I like to see what's going on with my grain. Like, and I kind of feel like when I add things to it, like vermiculite or sawdust or anything like that, I kind of feel like I'm not going to get it as good of look as to what's going on in my jar. And I do vend, I don't like put it out there that I do great, but like I sell kits, and if and I sell refills for the kits. So I mean, I'm not the dude that fucking come to and fucking if you need fucking 50 bags of grain from, I'm just gonna sub that out to my homeboy Mush Cold Supply who lives 10 miles down the road. But yeah, I mean I don't I'm not. That's another thing. I'm not gonna sell a grain bag to somebody that's got a fucking handful of vermiculite in it. There's you got to take consideration, bag appeal when it comes to customers.
Sorry, I'm just looking something up real quick.
Hey, what's that talking about?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Can I shout out this? We're seeing these 5 more subscribers. I'm subscribed to him. Hold on. Yeah. Anybody out there who ain't subscribed to Justin Norris, we need a handful. That's it. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed to Justin, shit. What is it? It's just Justin Norris, right?
Norris 77. I'm putting it in the.
Hold on a second. I'm subscribed to him. Let me see here. Let me go down. J. Yeah, okay. Justin Norris.
This guy out, Justin Norris. In the comments, please give him a follow.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up his video right now.
Anyway,
see.
Well, yeah, no problem. Definitely want to shout out Justin, DeFrade, Ed Brand. I can't really see in the chat here. All really chatting everybody. Hacker, Carlson. We also good.
Yeah, it just says Justin Norris. I thought it had a number behind it or something.
77. Justin Norris 77 is.
All right, Justin Norris 77.
I don't know.
Hey,
if that
Kat, if you're listening, Kat, Justin Norris 77.
Yeah, we got 25 people to go over. Everybody go over and follow him, please, after the live stream. Or go now. I don't care, but I'd rather you stay here. Stay here. Go later. Anyways, yeah. Justin Norris, he's going to be trying to.
Yeah, it ain't gonna hurt our feelings if you go subscribe to him real quick.
He was up on Ed's channel. Ed Grand.
I'm looking at his shit now. He's got a nice little sterilizer.
Yeah. But they did a live last night.
I definitely watched it.
Oh, Ed, don't worry. No, Justin, don't worry if you make mistakes. Trust me. If anybody sees my old videos, they are all full of mistakes. That happens. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. you're not. If you're not making mistakes, well, then you're rich, and you're buying all your shit pre-done for you. And then what's the point? Only one now, so there we go.
Hey, you learn more from your mistakes than you do your successes.
Absolutely. I mean, like I was actually setting up for this today, and I was going to do a little thing on contamination. And I was like, okay, well, I went over to my jars. I'm like, okay, well, this is what rice looks like when it turns green. See, it's green. But I skipped that. So, but yeah, I found one jar finally that had some contamination. So,
I tossed a bag of grain out
oh yeah, I mean, I'm talking
the other day,
at all.
because I do seven. I mean, my main grain bags, I do 750 grams. Like I said, I do 750 grams, and I do 3,000 grams of sub. That gives me a 1-to-4 ratio. And all right, so this bag, I looked at it. It's not a whole lot of light there in my my incubation closet, and it looked like it was green. So I immediately took it and set it, went right outside my door, right outside my back door. I set it outside.
I hear that too.
And then I'm looking at it like 2 days later, and I'm like, what it was the plate that I used to put on top of the bag, so it wouldn't flap, wouldn't cover up one of the air holes, on the PC. The plate, there's a gold ring around it or something, and it left a green mark on some of my bags, and it made me think. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I just threw it out the door, and then I looked at it again 2 days later, and I was like, oh, that's on the bag. So I just cleaned it off real good. Yeah, it's fine.
I was wearing green t-shirts when I was doing my jars and everything. When I went in all my jars, and I kept seeing green everywhere, and I finally realized it was off my shirt.
Yeah.
Videos with a green shirt on, not a good move. Everything looks green when you have green clothes on. But yeah, I clean out. I take my jars out as soon as I see any contamination. They go out. That start going out. But I have a whole table because I take all those jars of contaminated grain and I let them keep growing. There's a reason for that. All the trick that's on those grains, when it grows out, I put them in my front garden. So get all that nice green grain and mycelium, the green trike, whatever. And my plants have been doing great considering I haven't used any fertilizer, and I have 12-foot plants. I mean, but yeah, that's what I do. I let them keep growing. They're sealed, so they're not going to get, I don't think, many spores out of the ports or whatever.
So what I've been doing is, because I'm going to be moving next summer, not this summer coming up, but summer 26.
Oh, wow.
We're going to be moving. So, yeah, we're looking at places now in West Pueblo.
Yep.
We're talking to a real estate agent now. As soon as our youngest will go to university summer 26, so my wife was like, well, we can go this summer if you want to. And I was like, I'm not going to, dude, I'm not going to pull him out. I'm not going to make him go to his senior year to a whole other school. I can wait a year. I'm not going to do that to him. So I'm not real invested in this and where I'm living right now. Oh yeah. I've already, I'm 3-4 times a week I'm looking at shit. I have a real estate agent that I've been talking to.
Are you looking out for a specific area just for your mushroom growing and stuff?
Well,
did this one you built out?
I mean, it'd be a breath of fresh air to not have to worry about anything
especially if you just had a plain sheetrock.
Yeah, I mean, just to know that everything I'm doing is on the up and up just would make me feel better.
But yeah, someday I'll have that happen for me as well. But
I've been so I've been slowly working on my site. It's always something going on that has been making me put that on the back burner. So it'll probably be another 3 or 4 weeks before my actual site is up.
Yep.
But I just been doing shit through DMs and shit. But where I'm at right now,
I got
so there's a company, right? Much Cold Supply. As a matter of fact, you know that chick Angel from what's her company called?
organic.
Yeah, after yeah. She actually works with them guys.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm friends with her.
so well, this is the crazy thing is like they're 10 minutes from my house, dude.
Yeah, she just moved.
I've gotten tight with them and gone over there. I've seen their setup and how they work. You know, they got two big ass fucking autoclaves. Man, autoclaves just do a better job.
Oh, yeah.
They just
Oh, there's 7.
they're
yes.
beautiful, you know, and so
But-
I've been testing out their grain bags and their all-in-one bags. This is all-in-one bag from them. I haven't had any problems with it other than they're just slow as fuck. And like I made a couple of my own all-in-one grain bags, and what I kind of did was I put my grain on the top because I want the option to put agar in there if I want to, you know.
Yeah.
And what I do is in between the grain and the sub is I have like this really coarse vermiculite, and I put a layer of that to kind of buffer it, you know, to kind of let the grain really colonize before I fucking mix it in with the sub. But I haven't had no problems with their bags because I wanted to be able to like fall back on them if someone does need some, you know, if someone does have an order, they want grains, they want substrate, and I don't have it on deck, you know, I can literally drive down the street, you know, and, you know, I can go grab 10 bags from them, you know, and catch up with them later, you know. And I mean, I'm obviously going to let it be known to my customers that's where it's coming from. But, you know, I'll just sell it for the same price they do, and you know, they'll cut me a little bit of break, I guess, and maybe I'll make a few dollars off it. I don't know, but
Hey,
real
quick.
but
Check out Nerdy Nature when you get a chance. He runs the Colorado Myco League. He didn't know you were in Colorado. He wants you to check him out. So give him a shout out.
I'm not in Colorado.
Oh, you're not? Okay, I thought you were.
No, I'm in VA.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm definitely moving to Colorado. That's what I was talking about, 26.
Oh, my bad. Never mind.
Who was it? You said a shout out to that?
Nerd Nature. He's a good dude.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Who did I? No, Nerd Nature. He's from Virginia, right?
No, he's in Colorado.
Who the hell was in Virginia?
Virginia. I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about.
No, somebody the other night on someone's
Yeah.
Hold on, because I
think it was on Mossy Creek show, or was it at the show? Or something?
No. It's on.
I heard a lot of people from Virginia.
It was all right. No, it was on the fucking show that Justin and Ed just did, because I told the dude to send me a DM.
I think I saw that.
Fuck. Yeah, there's a guy, and I think Nerd is in his name.
Oh, Myco Nerd or something like that.
Something. But yeah, they hey, them guys. This is a 4-pound bag of oats. I mean, that's a lot of grain.
Yeah.
I just broke this up last night. For like it was like 80% colonized.
Yep.
And it's doing good. I'm not a big fan of oats, but you know they have the autoclave, so everything runs better than autoclave.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely say without a doubt that they're I really like their grain. Without it, I mean, it being oats and all is doing really well. Like I said, it was pretty fucking solid. And at 4 pounds, you can do a lot with 4 pounds, bro. This is Starfrost. I got a real good isolation of Starfrost. So 4 pounds at 16 pounds of fucking substrate that I'll add to it between 16, that's 20. So I'll probably do 4 54 quart mono tubs with it. Yeah. That should give me quite a yield. I'm gonna make some chocolate bars out of them.
Bill, they have
I love Starfrost. Hey, Starfrost was a ghetto cross, bro.
Yep, I heard that. Yeah, Bill, Massachusetts has a thing on the ballot right now for legalizing certain things, but it could be detrimental to the home grower. So that's something I kind of had to consider when I was voting the other day. I voted yes, but it's a step in the right direction, I guess. But if things are going to become bad for the home grower, that's bad for me. But I did vote for yes on that question 4, I think it was. But yeah, so we'll find out what happens. There's a few of us in Massachusetts. Myself, Mike B. I haven't seen Mike today. Mike, you here? I haven't seen Mike Baraball. Anyway, yeah, so they're doing something, but it's not going to be legal like everybody can grow. I think we lost Wayne. Well, if he comes back, we'll talk to him some more. Yeah, he's completely off the stage, so I don't know. Maybe his battery died. Anyways, Ed was saying Nate H is from Virginia. Okay, thank you, Ed. Okay, so back to me. Actually, this will be a good time to call it quits, guys. Wrap things up. Anybody has any last minute questions, feel free to ask them. If you have questions and you didn't get a chance, you can always ask me in the comments, or you can email me, which if you look at the screen, it is right under my name on the bottom left corner, MycoAlan Mycology at gmail.com. Any information? Yeah, the raffle is postponed unless we get a ton of people in the next couple weeks. Not a big deal. We'll do it after the holidays. Maybe we'll just. Oh, wait, Wayne's back. But okay. Well, let me bring him back in.
Hey,
Back.
my phone ran out of juice, so now I'm on the computer and I got the other. Hey, does this look better?
Looks okay. It's a little wider. Yeah, it fills the screen more.
Okay, because this is my regular camera.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, my phone ran out of juice. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna wrap things up anyways. I got stuff I gotta do today. Still. But yeah, it was great having you on here, Wayne. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Listen, we're gonna
yeah, we're gonna get between Justin.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing this more often. And like I said, I really like the way I like the small projects you do.
Thank you.
And they're real efficient, they're effective, they're easy, they're simple. They're definitely because like the main thing I try to like drill into novice cultivators is don't put all your eggs in one basket. There's nothing wrong. I mean, shit, I do PF Tech from time to time. When I just need spores for something.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with running. Rather than running a 54-quart monotub, you could run 8 fucking little ass bags, and if 2 of them fucking
take 1 pint.
Yep.
And I'll run 4 of these from 1 pint of grain, and these are little 5x6 little aluminum trays. I know the aluminum's not perfect, but I like it. And if they rot out or get eaten, so be it. But these are nice and myceliating, and this is only since the 21st. So these are only 7 days old, 6 days old, and they're already colonizing.
Right. Yeah, I get these. This is what I use for my pans.
Yep.
These guys right here.
Yep.
I mean, it's just 25 of them, dude. I think this is like $4 or something.
Yeah, I bought I thought they were going to be about twice the size.
But yeah, there's nothing.
I love the little stuff.
Yeah. Like I've been doing these 20-quart sterilite tubs. I call them home run kits. Because it comes with the colonized grain and everything.
Yeah.
Like I put the colonized grain in I got a thermal bag.
Yep.
So they got these thermal bags, right?
I guess we're gonna go a little longer.
You got these thermal bags you get from Dollar Tree, right?
Okay.
Dude, I can like cut, so what I do is I cut it down to size and I take the impulse sealer and I go around on 4 corners and cut it. All right, I'll put that shit in the refrigerator, and right before I ship it out, that's the last thing I throw in there. And ground advantage, it'll get there in 3-4 days. It'll be fine. The grain is fucking solid. It's colonized. You can't fuck it up unless like you did it in a super dirty area, man.
So before we go, Wayne, I don't know if you want to talk about what you have to offer people.
Like
If you don't,
You know,
fine. I don't know what.
we'll talk about that in the future. I mean, like if anyone wants to reach out to me, you know, I'm Wayne Myco across the board.
Okay.
You know, the only thing I'm not Wayne Myco on is Reddit because they won't let me change my name.
Yeah.
And I very rarely get on it. But like, you know, Discord, IG, Facebook, Signal,
Okay.
Telegram, it's all Wayne Myco across the board. So it's not hard to get a hold of me. You know, if if you want any type of grow kit, you know, you want refills for a grow kit, you want strong LCs. I got right now. I'm really focusing on like just really super strong genetics and good isolations for novice cultivators. You know, so they have less problems. You know, I want them to catch the bug. You know what I'm saying?
Get that first grow under their belt and let them fuck
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get a couple grows under their belt. You know, as I you know, more people need to be growing these things. You know, that's what I want.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I here shortly I'll like my site will be up, and I'm working on my Discord right now, and there's another Discord I'm working on that I was speaking to you about, and that should be ready in the next day or two. But yeah, I own the domain name, Lysa Trip.
Yeah.
WTF. I don't. Who knew WTF was a domain name?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, that's
Cool.
so that site will be up shortly. But until then, yeah, if there's anything, I got several different size grow kits. You know, and literally comes with everything that you fucking need. Everything. The grain is colonized. You get a fucking torch lighter. You get a scalpel set. You got fucking disinfectant. Industrial disinfectant. You got isopropyl alcohol. You got gloves. You got multi-purpose wipes. Like it's everything that you could possibly, the liner, everything you need is. And if you didn't have nothing at all, it comes with scissors. Like everything that you need is in that fucking kit. You know, I do a 20 quart one, I do a 32 quart one, and then I have like a dub tub set up, and then I have a small one, right? Where I actually the little small one I actually you use on that's the one I use the UB Tech for.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something about that Uncle Ben's, right? If you actually if you go to Walmart and you actually sort through and go through the bags, you find the ones that are the fucking driest, that are just that you know, everything was sucked out of them. By going there physically, you have the luxury of doing that. You know, they must think I'm crazy because I'll pull all 4 boxes. I'll go through 40 bags and pick out 8.
I did that with 2 the other day. I had like 10 there. I went through one.
Yeah, if you get the ones that are like super fucking here, as a matter of fact, all right, like you get the ones that are like, see how that is? How it's real like this like vacuum sealed to the fullest, and you can look in the bottom, you know, and you can, you know, some are obviously wetter than others. And I'm going to tell you something: the real Uncle Ben's is always wetter than the cheap ass shit. Yep. So like, I mean, here's one right here.
Yep.
See, I mean, it's colonizing nice, you know.
Yep.
That should be ready to go. It should be ready, you know. So this is 250 grams of grain, right? So with the setup that I got for this, I use 750. So it's a 1-to-3 ratio.
Yeah.
I kind of feel on the smaller level, like when you go small scale, that like that 1-to-5 and 1-to-6 doesn't work as well.
Yeah.
I think you need a certain amount of grain really to really get it going. So like,
Only
like I think with these 750 grams of substrate is like right on the money. So yeah, I even I got a small kit that comes with this 750 milligrams of 750 grams of substrate, and it'll just come with a 3 milliliter liquid syringe. Liquid culture. And the only reason I'm doing the 3 milliliter instead of the 10 is because the 10 doesn't fit inside of the vessel that inside of the thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I feel like an asshole giving someone 3 milliliters. All you need is 2 at the most with this. Really, what I like to do is if I can get like a little knot of LC towards the needle, and if I can get away with squirting less than a fucking LC in,
that's the good stuff.
as long as I get a little bit of that snot in there, it's because you don't want to add any more moisture to these. That's the last thing you want to do. And I kind of feel that when I do send that 3 milliliter, it's just I don't have to.
Yeah, it solves the problem.
They're less likely to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I'm trying to be a cheap ass. It's just that the 10 milliliter one doesn't fit inside the fucking thing, and you don't need 10 milliliters when all you got is this. With 3 milliliters, you can knock up several of these and then hit a plate off with it and have all the fucking have all the culture you fucking want.
Where'd you get those brown rice bags?
Walmart.
There you go.
Yeah, I literally live 2 blocks from Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, someone asked in the comments. I thought that's what you said.
Oh Lord, they're trying to dox my ass.
No, where did you get them?
No, it's Walmart. It's great value. I'm telling you though, I have
I don't know. I thought it was 6 states away from you.
I have literally compared them. I've tried them out side by side. The great value ones from Walmart, the brown rice, just the regular brown rice, great value ones. You find the ones that are the most dry, that are just have been sealed to the fullest.
None of those squish.
Because if you go there physically, because we get deliveries, is crazy. We live 2 blocks, but my wife will still get deliveries from Walmart just because we have, I tell you what, when you buy something online from Walmart, it's sure as hell a whole lot easier to return it because they'll come pick it up. You don't have to go to customer service that closes at 6 p.m. And they're always trying to you feel like an asshole, I don't know. I feel like I'm always doing something wrong when I return something, whether I know I didn't fuck it up, or it wasn't what you did, or it wasn't what you described, or you substituted something, I like the idea of ordering from online because we can go on the computer and leave it at the front door and they'll come pick it up. That's great. I love that. But
Amazon,
but actually physically going into Walmart, I have the luxury of pulling 4 or 5 cases of this out, and I'll find 8 to 10 of the fucking bags that are just the driest, and I've had no problems with it. And I'm not one of these guys. I don't recommend UV Tech, but I'm saying if you get the bag that I picked out,
UV Tech, but I still have Uncle Ben's right. Okay, Wayne, I gotta call it a day here.
Oh yeah, man, it's been nice, brother.
We could talk for hours, but I got stuff I have.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up.
Man, thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate it, man. We'll do this again, definitely. And when I figure out how to make a video, you be on mine.
Absolutely. Okay, thanks, Wayne. Have a nice day.
All right, you take care, brother. All right, hope your shoulder feels better, man.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by. Wayne Myco, great guy. He's got some good stuff going on. He's helping the community quite a bit. Don't forget to check out Justin Noosh 77 on YouTube. Shout out to Ed Grant, great cultivator and great person. Check out his videos. Check out everybody's videos. If you're in the Colorado area, check out Nerdy Nature and the Colorado Mycology League. They are a nonprofit out in the Colorado area. They're having a meetup on November 16th. There's definitely some information on the internet about that. Feel free to contact me. I can get you the information if you need it.
have a great day, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. Bill, Nerdy, John, Ed, JB, all you guys. Let's see who else I can say goodbye to here. Anybody else on this comment? Christopher, Minnie, John, Jay from Magic Trailer. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we can definitely do something, Jay. But hey, have a great day, guys. Much love.